2020 was the year of the weird. We move forward now to 2021 with hopes of a complete football season that produces a region championship and the Tigers take the next step toward a state title. This is a great day because it's football time in Hardin County. Back with a look at tonight's game when we return. You're listening to the Central Bank pregame show right here on 93.5 FM The Roar. Rawr.
Here at Free.
Welcome back to the Central Bank pregame show. I'm Stu Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson, and we're bringing you Hardin County football from Jackson, Tennessee. I hope you enjoyed the Tri-Star Football Night live pregame show. They'll also be back with scores at halftime, and then on your way home or at home after the game, whichever the case may be, the postgame show, as they'll have scores and highlights from all across the state of Tennessee. Well, me, Kurt, and we'll include Kendall in this as well. Would like to extend our well wishes to Jack, the Iron Lung Gray. Jack found out this week that he's been playing with a collapsed lung. He contracted some kind of illness that only affects slender white young male, so that won't affect me or you, Kirk, either way. So we're in good shape. But all kidding aside, that was a serious deal for Jack, and we're glad he's back home, out of surgery, and hopefully resting well.
It is pretty remarkable, though. I mean, I heard that doctors and nurses were just dumbfounded by the fact that he could actually play a football game and practice with one lung. He must be in really good shape to be able to play with one lung.
Yeah, exactly. But we're glad he's doing better, and hopefully maybe he can make it back by the end of the year. I'm not sure how or what his prognosis is, but Jack, you will be missed, and I know he's listening tonight to the broadcast. Before we get into tonight's game, our friend and broadcast partner Robin Smith has decided to hang up his mic for the season. So Robin will be a huge miss or void in our broadcast, Kirk, each and every Friday night. He was a huge asset to us as well, not only just as a broadcaster, but a close friend of mine and yours. And I'm personally going to miss the road trips that we've made all over West and Middle Tennessee with Robin over the years. But he'll be missed in the booth, but he will continue to cheer for the Tigers from the bleachers.
Well, Steve, I think he was smarter than me and you. You know, that we're going to miss the intelligent side. Plus, he had inside knowledge that we didn't have. So, yeah, I mean, going to miss Robin.
Yeah, exactly. Last year, the quarterfinals, in overtime, the Tigers lost over in Lexington. They also saw the end of Rivers Hunt's era and also John Whitley. And the reason I mention those two in their career, last year alone, they produced over 5,000 total offensive yards. So two big guns gone off offense, and we got him replaced with a sophomore and a senior running back.
You can say it's the year of the coach. You know, whenever you transform your team, and we're going to talk more about that as we go along, but you know, year to year, I mean, you can just have massive swings in the way you have to coach and the players that you inject into different positions that you haven't had there before. So it really is right now, I mean, the year of the coach. But that's what's good about having, you know, Matthew Smith's been here, done that, seen it, and you just really just recalibrate and start the year. And, you know, it's kind of funny, Steve. I asked a couple of assistant coaches that weren't on the field yet. I said, what can we expect tonight? And they were just like us. They said, I'll be able to tell you more in about 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Well, sophomore Carter Smith gets a nod tonight as he'll get his first start as a varsity Tiger leader. Jacob Harrison coming back off injury. He should play tonight and get to start. Christian White as well. Adam Harris will probably see some time there at running back, and we'll bring Kendall in. Kendall, you've kind of gone through this as well in your career. You started in as a sophomore replacing an older player, a senior leader. And so you kind of know what Carter's feeling right now and the coaching staff.
Absolutely. And, I mean, if you put yourself in Carter's shoes, I imagine he's a little bit nervous right now. But when your quarterback coach is your dad and he's the head coach and you have to go home to him every night, I feel like he's probably done a pretty good job of preparing him for this game. And he's got some good teammates around him, a good senior group that'll be there for him. And he was able to, you know, sit behind Rivers last year and kind of learn the ways that he took and his approach to the game. So I'm excited for Carter. I think he'll have a good season.
All right, we'll take a quick time out. You're listening to the Central Bank pregame show from Jackson, Tennessee. We'll be back with more and a look at tonight's game when we return. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson bringing you Hardin County football from Northside, as this is typically a region game. But this year things have changed in the region. We've moved into a new region. Northside is out of the region. And so they move up, and then we move into a region with McNairy Central, Lexington, Chester County, let's see, who am I missing? Liberty and Jackson Southside. So that's our region, including us. So let's talk a little bit about the strengths. The receiving core will be the strength of this offense, probably early with returners Knox, the Holder Gray, Seth Garner, and the 2020 All-State receiver Caden Pope should lead the way for this offensive backfield, especially with a young quarterback. So, Kurt, when you got a mostly senior class in key positions, how is that going to help somebody like Carter?
Well, yeah, I mean, and I imagine you're going to see a lot of quick stuff. I mean, get the ball out of his hand quick, you know, little flanker screens, you know, little slant routes, things like that, things that he doesn't have to think a lot about, that he can just rely on the guys that have done it, you know, before him. It's really a luxury. I mean, you take a new quarterback, a young guy in there, and he's going to be able to lean on the experience of those guys that have already proven to be out there. The other thing, too, that I think is pretty phenomenal is you take a coach's kid that plays quarterback, and I truly believe that a lot of people think the quarterback has to be the best athlete on the field, and I don't necessarily agree with that. If you're the coach's son, he's putting you there because you probably know more about what he's trying to say and do than anybody else on the field. So being able to not make mistakes, deliver the ball where it belongs, to who it belongs, keep it out of trouble, manage the game, and then you're doing exactly what that coach is seeing on the sideline. And I think it's an advantage. Even if you're not the star athlete, you can still be the guy that makes that team flow.
Well, and let's go to the offensive line. You know, the trenches is a key, Kendall, and we've got a lot of young talent on the offense and defensive side of the ball, but we're big. I mean, this is a big group of offensive linemen and defensive linemen up front.
You're absolutely right. And I can't remember a season in the past recent years where we've had a line that's been of this size, and that's only going to go to benefit Jacob and Carter tonight in the protection, and then on the defensive side, we're big and fast over there too. So I'm really anxious to see what we bring on both sides of the ball tonight.
Well, the Tigers have raced onto the field here at Jackson Northside, wearing all white with maroon helmets. And let's go to the defensive side. Of course, Adam Harris played a lot last year. Kirk, you were really impressed with him at defensive tackle. And also some changes have been made as well. Braden Wilkes is going back to safety. Caden Pope going back to his natural position at corner. And, of course, you've got some other help out there as well with Irvin, and also Sparks is out there now. He's another guy that's waited around to try to get on the field with the Tigers. So a lot of changes on there with Carter Scott too. Now, will Carter play tonight? I think he is projected to play. He had suffered a knee injury in a scrimmage game, so hopefully he'll be back at that middle linebacker spot.
Well, and another thing too is the defense is going to have to show up. I mean, in the early games in the season, if you've got a defense that can stop your opponent and you don't give up a bunch of yards and you don't give up big explosive plays that they score on, things like that, early in the year that'll keep you in games while your offense is still trying to learn and develop around all the new guys. But you're really going to need this defense to step up. We are big, but so is Northside. Northside's going to be able to match them in size and probably talent across the board. So it may become a chess match, and the little things in the game may make a difference.
All right, let's take a timeout as the captains are coming out onto the field. It'll be Garner, Pope, Hooper, and looks like Carter Scott are the captains for Hardin County as they meet with the head official out there. They'll shake hands, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM.
We don't want their offense on the
Welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. As we get set for Hardin County football, the Tigers won the toss. They elect to receive. The Tigers come in with a 2020 record of 10-3, losing to Lexington in the quarterfinals in overtime last year. Northside was 6-3 last year, and they lost in round one. These two teams met over in Hardin County last year. Hardin County won it 50-21. Northside has not come out of the tunnel yet, but just to continue with some other action that is going on around the area in the region. Lexington will be at South Gibson, Ripley at Southside, Fayette Ware at Chester County, Liberty at Bolivar, McNairy Central at Decatur County, and our game and opponent next week, TCA, will be in Adamsville, Tennessee. So Looking at north side, they've got a guy themselves that a lot of teams, a lot of Power 5 teams are looking at. He is Isaac Reed, and he's 6'6", 290. And then they got Tariq Pirtle, I remember that name from last year, Kirk, and Tarja Randalls, both seniors in the backfield.
Well, that one guy, you know, he's in the ESPN top 300. He's about like Pope, different position, different size, but he's still ranked at his position, you know, very similar to Pope. So, you know, this Northside's going to have a good football team. I mean, it's going to be interesting because this is a whole new dynamic. I mean, we're averaging, what, 290, 295 across the line?
Yeah.
I don't remember us having that much size before, and some guys that are, you know, athletic 290. So that's going to be interesting to see, you know, how the offense and defensive fronts work in this game. It may come down to that. I mean, in a lot of games, you got to win the line of scrimmage, and I'm hoping that this bigger package that we've got on the field is going to be able to, you know, pound and ground.
All right, we'll take another timeout as Northside is yet to come out. We may not play. As they come out, the Tigers been out for a few minutes. They're on the east side of the field on the sideline, and now they'll have a national anthem that's coming up here at Jackson North side. So when we return, we'll have the opening kickoff. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM The Roar. You've been listening to the Central Bank pregame show. Back after this. Well, it's here. It's time for Hardin County football. Northside will kick off 2. Your Tigers back deep will be Caden Pope and Tylen Irvin for the Tigers. As Northside approaches the football, a short kick. It's going to hit about the 30-yard line. Knox Gray picks it up there, and he's going to be knocked down close to the 40, right around the 39-yard line. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Tigers from their own 39. Carter Scott will be your quarterback. Jacob Harrison in, or excuse me, Carter Smith. I'll probably do that several times. Will be in at quarterback. Jacob Harrison, the running back. He'll stand to his right. They're going from the south to the north end zone. 3 receivers to the left, 1 here to the near side. That's Pope, 4-man front for north side. Now Pope in motion. They're going to get it to him, trying to get outside. He's going to be hit in the backfield and drug back to the 31-yard line. And a whiff on a block there, and it cost the Tigers.
Yeah, we got beat on the edge. We let him get upfield and influence the play. He did right. I mean, he tried to cut it back up without bellying it back and losing more yardage, but it just wasn't anything there. Good penetration by Northside.
So Gray and Pope out here to the near side, and Garner to the far side over on Hardin County sideline. Harrison, the tailback, stands to the left of Smith. Here's a snap. Looking to throw, still looking. They fire it downfield. Got a man open, and he overthrows Garner. He was open at about the 35-yard line. Carter just kind of rushed that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and about 15. Ball resting back.
Good sign, though. I mean, that was man coverage on the outside, and Garner had his guy beat. That option's going to be there probably a lot tonight, so you know that's an opening later on in the game.
So they'll go 2 receivers right, 2 left now, 4-man front for the Indians. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking, gets in the pocket, fires downfield, and overthrows Pope. And they had him doubled up, and nothing there for Hardin County, and that'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 15. So they'll go 3 plays and out. Not a very good start there. Of course, the very first play kind of blew everything up for this offensive series. Back deep will be Cameron DeMoss for Northside. Kicking, or excuse me, punting, will be Seth Garner. Here's a snap, no rush, gets it off, line drive. It's going to be taken at about the 29. He's at the 40-yard line, breaks a couple tackles. He's at the 50, going down the sideline. He steps out of bounds. So a couple of missed tackles there by Hardin County, and Northside's in business inside Tiger territory to start their opening series at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, kind of a low line drive kick, into the open side of the field. We had to cover a lot more ground to get over there. He caught it on the dead run. You really want a little bit more height and elevation in your punt.
Wallace will be the quarterback. He'll send 3 receivers to the left. He'll empty the backfield. As we started, Tigers with a 3-man front. Here's a snap, looking to throw. Quick throw out, complete at the 50-yard line. He's going to be hit and knocked down. Good hit there, as that was DeAndre Sparks came up and made the play. Garner also out there as well.
Yeah, Garner was beating his block too. I mean, he was going to be in on the tackle, but boy, DeAndre, he came up and put a pound on him there. I mean, that was good to see him come up aggressive like that.
He takes it up the yard. It's 2nd and 9.
So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 9, a gain of 1 on the play. They'll go 2 receivers left and right now as Wallace barks out the signals. Empty backfield, 3-man rush for the Tigers. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking, fires over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete as he shoots it over the head of his intended receiver. That's DeMoss, and that'll bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 9. So both teams trying to throw the football here early.
Looked to me like more of the middle of the field was open right there, but
well, the worst thing about that play was he had about 4.5, 5 seconds to throw the football. You want to see your defense be able to
that's been two straight plays as well.
So now Wallace will send 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Tigers with a 3-man front. Here comes a man in motion back this way. They're going to give it to him, trying to get outside. He turns a corner. That's one room, and then he's going to be hammered down by Christian White after he picked up about a yard, maybe 2 to the 45, and that'll bring up 4th down. So a nice play by Christian White.
Well, we got a honeybee in here with us now.
Back deep is Pope. He'll stand at his own 15-yard line as Bond will punt for the Indians. Hardin County looks like they're coming after it. Now they're back a couple out. Here comes a short snap. They're going to try to fake it, and he's going to be knocked down the backfield. What a play by Tylen Irvin as he read it all the way. It was snapped to the short up back, and he's injured. Looks like a shoulder. And the Tigers have it at the Indians' 40-yard line. So a trick play on the opening punt for them, and the Tigers snuff it out.
That's a pretty risky gamble. I mean, you're at midfield, and you got a chance to put us back, you know, deep in our territory in an offense that hadn't moved the ball. I definitely would have punted there.
Now Christian White in at tailback. Smith sends 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here comes Christian White looking for some running room. He's hitting the backfield. So right now, the trenches are having trouble for both teams.
yeah, a lot of penetration on both sides.
So it'll be 2nd down, no gain on the play. 2nd down. Well, they say he lost 2 now. They haven't moved it. 2nd down, 2nd and 12, ball back at the 47. The Indians 47. 8:55 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Smith empties the backfield. Here's a snap, looking to throw. Complete to Garner at the 40. He just bulls his way ahead inside the 40, still on his feet. And they run him out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. So a good pickup there on 2nd down, and it'll make it more of a manageable 3rd down.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of stuff, you know, that we expected to see, you know, early in the game. Just those little hitch routes, quick screens.
So I'm sorry.
Just good yardage. I mean, good play.
So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 2 now for the Tigers at the Indians' 37-yard line. Now they'll go bunch formation to the left and right. Right to tailback. Here comes Pope in motion right. Here's a snap, rolling right, still rolling, throws it over the middle, complete. He's at the 30-yard line. It'll be enough for a Hardin County bank. 1st and 10 Tigers. Good read there by Smith as he got everybody flushed out, and then Garner just set up right around the 30-yard line. He hit him right in the belly.
Well, I mean, really well-designed play. It was all set up with, you know, we talked about him doubling on Pope. Pope goes in motion. He draws 2 guys, and then you got Garner who just sets up 5 yards downfield. Easy play and well coached, well played.
So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 now. Tigers at the Indians' 27-yard line. Empty backfield. Smith looking, still looking. Now he's going to take off. And he'll dive close to the 20-yard line. So a good pickup there, maybe a pickup of about 5 or 6 on the quarterback carry. Nobody was open. They tried something short. And Carter just took off and picked up about 7, so it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you something smart about that play was he had a guy out on the sideline wide open, nobody around him, but he also had that much room in front of him, so it's always smarter to run than throw.
Here's a snap, hand off to White, looking to get outside, hit in the backfield. There's a flag, and we got a hold. I've seen that one. So that is going to negate the positive yardage on 1st down. It'll bring it back. So there's a hold on Hardin County.
I mean, 3 negative plays, you know, in a limited number of plays to start the game. I mean, that's the things they're going to have to eliminate.
It's also the opening game, too. I mean, you get that kind of thing. They got a lot of nerves going on out there right now, but,
well, the main thing is they've been able to get penetration, you know, with their defensive front. That's a bad thing because they're not having to expend extra players, you know, to get into our backfield. They're doing it with their down 4 linemen.
So they bring up second down, 2nd and 17 now after the holding penalty. 2 receivers right and left. Smith looking. Now he fires on the wheel route to Pope. He catches it at the 10, 5, gets into the end zone. Did he score?
That's a touchdown.
Did he score? I haven't seen it.
Oh, he definitely got within the pylon. We got the field goal team out.
They got the field goal team out. Touchdown, Hardin County. Nobody made the touchdown signal.
Well, the guy who's supposed to give it didn't give it.
So Pope goes in. Man, what a pass. What a catch by Pope.
That's 5-star play.
Yeah.
Make a hard catch and then outrun everybody.
Foster in the kick. Knocks the holder in. Here's the snap. The kick is up. And the kick is good. 7:28 to go here in the first quarter. Tigers strike first. 7-0 our score. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM The Roar. Logan Foster will kick it off for Hardin County. The scoring drive was 6 plays, 45 yards. Smith to Pope on a 37-yard touchdown pass, extra point good. Here's a high end-over-end kick, and it's going to be knocked down. I don't think that's what we wanted. As we're going to give it to them on our own 49-yard line. So a young kicker trying to hit spots, and I think they wanted across the 50.
Yeah, that was a pretty short one.
Yeah, that's just me, though.
Not your typical pooch kick there, but
Yeah.
That was probably, you know, that was compared to golf, that was a toe. That was an extremely ball hit off the toe.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Indians. 7:28 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 our score. Hardin County on top. Wallace, empty backfield. He'll send 2 receivers to his left, one here to the near side. They're going from the north to the south end zone. Here's a snap, looking. Now he's going to tuck it and go, and he's going to be swallowed up. Good play there by Garner as he comes up and makes the stop. He actually loses a yard back close to about the 50. They're going to mark it at the 49. He started at the 48, so a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down, 2nd and 11.
That was really good defense by our down 4. I mean, they had every gap. Quarterback looked. He tried to read to see if he was going to take the inside run. It wasn't there. He finally went outside, and we pushed everything out. So, I mean, really, you know, textbook defense.
Second down, 2nd and 11. Wallace barking out the call. 3-man front for the Tigers. Now a man goes in motion left. They're going to fake it to him. Wallace is going to keep it. He'll spin around. He's going to be knocked down, though. I don't know who was on the initial. It looked like Carter Scott on the initial tackle.
yeah.
So we'll give it to Carter. Picked up the yard he lost. So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and about 10.
The 48-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 9.
Well, they're going to say 3rd down, 3rd and 9. Closer to 3rd and 9. On the Tigers 49-yard line. Now Wallace has a tailback back to his left. Here's a snap. They're going to give it to him. No, Wallace is going to keep. He has running room. Gets at the 40. He's going to be knocked down, but enough for a first down. As they got everybody going right, Wallace went left. Little misdirection play with him, and he picks up a first down at about the 38-yard line, where it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Indians. I think they've got 4th down on there. They haven't made the initial call. Now there it is.
Yeah, good play. I mean, it was just a zone read play. He saw the gap was on the outside. Got good clicks. I mean, he got there in a hurry.
So first down, 1st and 10 Indians. Same set. Tailback to the left, 2 receivers to the left. Wallace in a shotgun formation. Here's a snap, high snap, looking to throw. Now he fires over the middle and just out of the reach of his big tight end. That's D'Angelo Jones, 6'2", 240.
It's wide open, too.
Yeah, he's a big human being, but he just threw it a little out front of him. Couldn't get there, so it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Quarterback looks a lot better with his feet than he does with his arm. I mean, we'll probably see a lot more of him carrying the ball here as the game goes on.
Wallace in the shotgun formation. Tailback to his left. Here's a snap. Now he runs right. He's going to fake it to him, keep it up the middle. He's going to be hit and knocked down. That's Carter Scott. Comes up again from his middle linebacker position and makes the tackle also along with him.
Yeah, I mean,
I got 66, but 66 is not on here. We got a lot of people not on. So they bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 8 now for the Indians from Hardin County's 38-yard line. 7-0 our score here in the first. Hardin County on top. Wallace empties the backfield, 2 receivers left, 1 here to the near side. Looking over the Tiger defense. Now they got a man move. They don't call it. Here's a snap. Dropping back. Here comes pressure. Throws it over the middle. Almost intercepted. Tipped. And then falls in front of Garner. But a good play there by Christian White and also Carter Scott. As the pass was a little bit high as they tried the dump pass. And that'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 8. And it looks like they're going to leave Wallace in there and go for it again on 4th down. They tried a fake punt earlier in their first series, and now they leave Wallace out there. Clock counting. Well, it stops at 4:41. Wallace taking a long look over at the sideline. Now he gets the play. 3 receivers over here to the near side. Wallace empty backfield. 3-man front for the Tigers. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking to the right, fires, got a man open, complete at the 25. He's at the 20. That'll be enough for a first down. He got in between White and Wilkes. And the Indians will keep the drive alive. Gave him a little too much room, and I think they brought him underneath the other 2 receivers going deep.
They did. Just dropped him between the zone.
So that'll bring up first down, 1st and 10 at the Tigers' 20-yard line.
That's 2 they pulled out in long yardage situation.
Wallace sends 2 to the left, 1 here to the near side. Here comes a man in motion. They're going to give it to him this time. He stiffs on a runner, gets outside the 20, still on his feet, and then knocked out of bounds as DeAndre Sparks on the tackle. We had a man right there in position, but he showed some strength and just pushed him away.
Stiff arm.
And he'll pick up about 6 on the carry. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 4 from Hardin County's 13.
We had that play blown up, too, in the backfield.
Yeah, they diagnosed it. Just got to make the play.
Wallace now with a tailback to his left. Hardin County trying to get lined up. Here's a snap. He's going to try to run it up the middle. This time he's going to be stuffed in the backfield. That is Sam Tanner back in the backfield that got to him. So that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 4, and it looks like Northside wants to call a timeout. So they do. 3:57 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 our score. Tigers on top, but the Indians are threatening. We'll be back with more Hardin County football right here on your Tiger Sports Station, 93.5 FM, The Roar.
And
All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. Hardin County football. I'm Steve Cornell, along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson, bringing you the action in game number 1 of the 2021 season. Big Friday night of football all across the state of Tennessee. I want to remind you in the morning sports talk at 9 a.m. as we'll talk to Coach Smith about tonight's game, get you set for next week. Also Coach to Coach as our Sports Saturday begins. Saturday morning at 9. Wallace in the shotgun. Here's a snap, rolling to the right. He's going to keep it, trying to get outside. He does at the 10, makes a move there. Then he's going to be caught from behind by Christian White at the 5. And there again, we had him in the backfield and just didn't make the play.
he's quick. I mean, he can move. And that's what they're having to learn right now, their angles and how they're going to make that tackle. You know, you've been playing against guys at home, and now you get somebody that's got good wheels in a live situation. You got to go back to your fundamentals and make plays.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 5. Wallace will send 2 receivers to his left. Here's a snap. He's going to hand it off. Oh, ball's on the ground, and I think the Tigers have it. Looks like Harris was there. Let's see. Man, he was rocked on the handoff. Did Harris come up with it? It's going to be 2nd down.
Man.
I thought we were right there on top of it, and they got it back somehow.
Big break for Northside.
But 21, Tyreek Pirtle, he was rocked in the backfield.
Yeah, that's good defensive play. That was one of the few times that the quarterback, decided not to keep. He should have kept.
So they bring up 2nd down, 2nd and goal from the 5 still. Now Pirtle to his right. Wallace in the shotgun. Man comes in motion. Here's a snap. They're going to fake it to him. He'll keep it, trying to get up the middle. Has some running room. Then he's going to be hemmed up as he gets inside the 5. So that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and goal from about the 4.
I mean, when you're playing defense against these little shifty, quick guys that are slippery in the middle, I mean, you're talking about that gap discipline. You've got to really be able to maintain that gap, because they can squirt in just the smallest of spaces like he did then.
So now they'll send in their heavy package. They've got 2 big linemen in front of Wallace. One receiver out here to the right. Here's a snap. Looking, just running straight ahead. He's going to be hit and short of the goal line, so it'll bring up a 4th down, 4th and goal at about the 1. Garner in there on the tackle. And I'm trying to see who's at the bottom of the pile there for Hardin County. That'll be 66.
I know one thing, if they're trying to use clock, they're doing a good job of it. Every series has gone to 4 downs just about.
We don't have a 66 on our roster. Now the Tigers will dig in. 4th down, 4th and goal from the 1. Tigers trying to hold here. Wallace in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap. He's going to keep it up the middle. Trying. He's going to be hit, and he's going to be short. What a defensive stand by the Tigers as Wallace tried the right side of his offensive line, and he was stuffed at the 1.
Great job. I mean, that was what we talked about. He had no gaps to run in. He just kind of kept trying to ease it out. I don't know. He almost, I think if he'd have just run hard towards the corner, he would have had a lot better chance, but he kind of like wanted to squirt it back inside. Man, we had guys there. Good job.
60. I think it's Adam Harris. Adam Harris, the past 2 plays there, he stepped up huge with a bunch of penetration.
Well, he's been wearing 22. That's what threw me
There's a
off.
bunch of people that have switched.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 from our own 1. We're backed up deep in our own territory. Smith will bring them to the line. Receiver right, receiver left. Here's a snap. Handed up the middle, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. That wasn't even close. They just jumped the gap. Every offensive line just sitting there looking at each other. Somebody blew a block, and they're going to get 2 points out of it. So they get points anyway. Man, that was a total bust by somebody on the offensive line. And I didn't see who was back in the backfield, but he was right there waiting for the handoff.
That was a whiff right there. I think it was maybe in the right guard, if I'm not mistaken, but he came straight through.
So that'll make it 7-2 With 1:21 to go here in the first quarter, and Hardin County will have to kick it back to the Indians. So they'll get pretty good field position out of this.
That hurts right there.
You know, I'm old school, you know, but shotgun from the end zone, I mean, if you go under center, you're standing on the goal line, shotgun, you're 4 yards deep. I mean, we handed off 4 yards deep in the end zone, and they've been getting penetration on every running play that we've made.
And you know they're going to stack their defensive front. I mean, they're not going to go.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't, and we didn't spread them out. We had two back in the backfield, so they were all inside.
So we'll punt it away. Garner will come out, and he's going to tee it up. He can do either or. He'll tee it up at the 20. So he pushes it high in the air, end over end. It's going to be taken at the 45. He's at the 50, and then he gets stuffed at the 45, and a whole host of Tigers pushing back. Took a big lick, stayed up.
Well, another thing too, not being able to flip the field. Field position gets to be an issue. They haven't had to start in their own territory. They started at the 48 to 47, and now the 47 again. I mean,
and also what hurts is your defense just came off of a drive where it was a 14-play drive that probably worn out, and now
first play after a turnover, you get a safety. I mean, that's a deal breaker.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 north side at the Tigers 47 with 1:13 to go here in the first quarter. Hardin County on top 7-2 via the passing game as Smith hit Pope on a 37-yard touchdown pass after a fake punt that was botched by Northside. Now a new quarterback is in the game. That's Rutledge. Two receivers right to the left. Here's a snap. Looking, still looking. Now he fires down the middle of the field, and it's going to be tipped as that was Sparks. Got in front of the receiver, tipped it up in the air. Also, Pope was back there behind him, and it falls incomplete, and the clock stops at 1:06 to go.
Yeah, I thought he might get a pick out of that deal. It was set up for one. Kind of mistimed his jump maybe a little bit.
Wallace, the quarterback, is now playing receiver, so they line him up over on the left side. Two receivers here to the right. Rutledge in at quarterback. Here comes Wallace, a bad snap. Ball's on the ground. He's trying to fall on it. Still on the ground. Did Wallace end up with it? I think he did.
Unbelievable. That's what hurt us on the last play. I mean, the last fumble. Yeah. That's 2 fumbles, 2 recoveries by them when we're there. I mean, they don't get that safety if we get that fumble.
I kind of figured Hooper would jump on the ball right there, but
so a bad snap back to the 38-yard line.
Now they're behind the 50 for the first one.
So they bring up 3rd down, 3rd and a bunch. Rutledge lining everybody up. 2 receivers left, 1 here to the near side. Barking the signals, walking up and down the line of scrimmage. Looking over Tiger defense. 18 seconds to go, clock running. He'll have to snap it. Here comes a man in motion. They're going to give it to him. That's Wallace. Cuts it up the middle of the field. He's going to be met and dropped. Good play there. That's number 18, Sam Tanner. As he comes up and makes a big play on Wallace. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. And when we return, it'll be 4th down for Northside after 1 quarter of play. Hardin County 7, Northside 2. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM, The Roar. We appreciate you tuning in, either on the radio or on the website at WKWXFM.com, the app, WKWXFM, the app, or on YouTube channel Slice 93, where we're streaming live. So Northside will punt it away, 4th down, 4th and 26. Here's a low snap. Here comes a rush. He's going to pull it down now. He'll get it away off the side of his foot. It's going to hit and go inside the 50 to our 49-yard line. And that was a comedy of it.
He panicked a little bit. Well, you know, when a right-footed punter is running to his left and he's trying to punt, I mean, it looked like a rugby scrum.
The kick goes out of bounds at the 49.
That's like the little kid in the backyard, you know, you're chasing him and you about to tackle him, he tries to kick it.
All right, so the Tigers be in business with 11:53 to go here in the half, up 7-2, 1st down and 10 from their own 49. Garner and McGee out there to the left. Pope and Gray here to the right. Here's a quick throw to Pope, complete at the 45. Makes a move there. He's at the 40, and then he's going to be knocked down at about the 39, but that'll be enough for Hardin County Bank. 1st and 10 Tigers.
That's their bread and butter.
Man, his first step is quick.
Yeah, I mean, and he can do so much after he catches the football. I mean, if you're not eating him up at the catch,
absolutely,
you're going to have trouble tackling him. I mean,
so now they'll go Garner, Gray, and Pope to the left. They're going from the north to the south. And, Garner out here to the near side. McGee, Gray, and Pope to the left. Here's a snap. Quick throw out to Pope, complete. He's at the 35, he's at the 30, he's at the 20, he's at the 15, 10, 5, forget it. Touchdown! Hardin County. Wow. Quick throw, and he took it to the house. One move, and he was gone.
it was almost like, okay, let's stop trying things. Let's just get it to Pope, you know. Man, that was set up. Great block on the corner out there. Shield him off, give Pope an opening, and once he had the opening, that was it.
That was it.
Gray in to hold. Foster to kick. Foster gets his alignment. Gray looks at him. Here's a snap. It's down. The kick is up. Spinning toward the uprights, and the kick is good. So 11:19 to go here in the half. Tigers push their lead out to 14-2. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on The Roar, 93.5 FM. Two plays, 51 yards, 39-yard touchdown pass, Smith to Pope. And that scoring drive was powered by Jones Motor Company in Savannah.
Really, you know, that was one thing we were talking about at break, Kendall and I, was how he was able to make that. He's sure-handed. And being sure-handed, he's able to catch that ball while he's making that first step, and he went untouched on that play.
That was a little better kick there by Foster, but they let it go out of bounds. So they'll get it at the 35, which that's about, went out of bounds, what, about the 30 maybe?
Yeah, close to the 30.
Yeah, so they get it 1st down, 1st and 10 at their own 35 as the Indians. So that was a quick two-play drive, and now our defense is back out on the field. They've been out there all night. But we don't mind right now. We lead at 14-2 here in the second quarter. Big crowd over there for Hardin County as the Maroon faithful always follows the Tigers. Three receivers out here to the near side. Wallace back in at quarterback in the shotgun formation. Wallace gets a snap, high snap, tips it around. Now he's in trouble, and he's just going to go to the ground as Harris was right there waiting on him.
It's like he looked at Harris like, how are you this fast?
Yeah, he's a big young man, and they snap it back to the 26-yard line, so a loss there of, what, about 10.
Close to 10, yeah.
It'll be second down, and looks like about 20 now. Wallace in the shotgun formation. Pirtle stands to his right, receiver left, receiver right. They're going from the south to the north end zone. Here's a snap. They give it to Pirtle, trying to get outside, tries to cut it up, and Garner's right there waiting on him and makes the grab, but he picks up a yard or two on the carry, and that'll bring up third down.
Good play by Garner. I mean, nobody around, by himself, open field. The guy gives him kind of a left leg inside, back outside. Garner doesn't go for it, makes a play. I mean, that's hard to do against a really quick, shifty running back.
So they bring up third down, and they got 21, more like probably about 19 from the 27-yard line, their own 27. Wallace barking out the signals, looking at his outside receiver over there to the right. Now gets everybody sized up and lines up in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap, straight drop. He's under pressure. They're trying to set a screen up. Oh. It's going to be tipped and falls to the ground. Harris was right there, but he didn't see it till it was almost at his knees, as there was a nice play there by Gray for Hardin County as he was in the backfield on the screen. He couldn't get it off, and that'll bring up fourth down, 4th and 19, and they'll have to punt it away.
I really don't know how he didn't intercept that. It was right there on him. That would have been huge.
Bond will punt it away for the Indians. He's looking around, looking for, they need one more. Now they come running on.
I bet they don't want to punt it to Pope.
Wallace is the up back, so they need to watch him.
I wouldn't want to punt to him.
Pope back deep. Now Hardin County backs out. Here's a low snap. Here comes a rush. He gets it off. A low line drive. Hits at the 50. He'll field it at the 45 and then goes to the ground.
Well, he shot both of us.
Well, no blockers here.
I think they had the punt block on, and I still think he could have.
I wish he would have ran that.
I do too. And I'll tell you something else he had. He had about 6 of them in the middle of the field running right at him. If he'd gotten outside, it would have been hard for anybody to catch.
That's right.
I want him to run every time he touches it.
So they bring up first down, 1st and 10 Tigers from their own 36-yard line. Smith in the shotgun formation, Harrison the tailback. Here's a snap. They fake it to Harrison, throws it over the middle to Gray. It's going to be tipped up in the air, and it's going to be incomplete, falls incomplete. That ball was high in the air. Gray was hit as he went up, because he had to jump up to get to that pass, and it barely falls incomplete. That could have been disastrous.
Nose got up a little bit on Carter on that throw. He never got the nose down. The ball kind of floated, stayed high instead of staying on the line.
So they bring up second down, 2nd and 10 from the Tigers 36, 9:34 to go here in the half. Two receivers right. Here comes a man in motion. That's Irvin. They fake it to him. They give it to Harrison right up the middle. He's at the 40. He's hit. Still on his feet at the 45, and then wrestles down to about the 47-yard line. I think that's enough. Did they call it a first down?
Yes.
They did. It'll be enough for Hardin County make 1st and 10 Tigers. Good hard run there by Harrison. Jacobs got a bum right shoulder. And he shows some fight there.
Yeah, had some grit at the end of the run. I mean, that's how you judge one, in my opinion, is how many yards he gets with somebody wrapped on him, and he got about 4 after he got hit.
Gray out here to the near side. Pope and looks like Irvin to the left. Here's a snap. They hand it off to Harrison again, trying to get outside. This time he's going to be hemmed up and thrown back to about the 40, but they'll give him the 34-yard line, a loss of about 3.
Stay out of negative plays. I mean, they're fast off the edge. We haven't been able to actually get a block, on their outside linebackers when they're coming up on any of those outside plays. And they've really done a good job containing us.
Now they'll go trips right. One receiver to the left. Here's a snap. Looking, fires. Underneath, that's Harrison trying to make a move, gets to the 50. He's going to be him there. Now they're pushing the pile forward.
Look at that boy run.
And he gets across the 50 to the Indians' 49. That'll bring up somewhat manageable third down.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was about 1.5 yards across the line of scrimmage when he caught the ball, and he gained 5 or 4.
Keep in mind that Harrison's 5'8", 160, and it took about 7 guys to get him down.
That's 2 plays that he's gained 7 yards with multiple guys hanging on him. You just got to admire that.
So third down, 3rd and 6 for the Tigers at the Indians' 49-yard line. 2 receivers, right and left. Here's a snap. Looking left. Now he'll throw. Looking right. Throws to the left. As Pope complete at the 40. Gets through. Arm tackle at the 30. He's at the 15. Makes a move there to 10. 5.
I hope they're watching on this streaming because that's a football play. God,
wow. It was just a short pass. He made one move, ran through an arm tackle, and then down the sideline, made another move at the 10 and into the end zone.
I'm sorry, Steve. I got all Robin on you then.
Yeah, you blew my call.
Yeah, I know it. I couldn't help it. I mean, that was about as good as we've seen in a year.
Foster in the kick. Knocks the holder day in. Here's a snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 7:22 to go here in the half. Tigers build their lead to 21-2. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this. Tigers go 5 plays, 64 yards. Smith to Pope again, 45-yard touchdown pass, and that scoring play was powered by Jones Motor Company in Savannah. Here's the kickoff. Foster kicks it to about the 35-yard line, 34-yard line, and they'll down it there. So it'll be Indians football trailing 21-2. Kendall, that's 7:20 to go here in the half.
Kendall made a good point. I mean, your quarterback, he's young, and he looked to throw wide on the right side, and Pope had run a stop comeback, and the corner had left him. And, I mean, he was wide open, and he got one block out there on the edge, and then he beat 3 guys on his own.
I like that because Carter knows where he is.
Right. I mean, Carter acted like he was going to throw one side.
Right there.
He looked him off, and then Pope on the comeback. Boy, it was a great call and well executed, too.
Woods in at tailback now for the Indians. Wallace, the quarterback, receiver right, receiver left. Looking over, Tigers defensive front. Here's a snap. Hand off to Woods, trying to look for some running room. He gets some running room across the 35 to the 40. We had a couple of guys run right by him. He turned it upfield and picks up about 7 on the carry, maybe 8.
Yeah, Keandre, I think that's who it was, 32. He ran right past that guy, which would have been a huge tackle.
I want you to stay with us at halftime for the Central Bank halftime report. I'll get you caught up on all the scores here, scoring plays in this first half, and get you set for the second half. Second down, 2nd and 2. They give him 8. Here's a snap. Wallace is going to keep it. He's going to be hit in the backfield and stuffed. Big Harris there as That was Sparks coming off the edge.
That's a bust in the backfield. Neither one of them really knew what they wanted to do. It was supposed to be a zone read, but the back didn't want to make a move. And
that's Heyman, I'm sorry, came off the edge and made the play there with Harris. So no gain on the play, and that'll be third down, 3rd and 2 at their own 42. Here's a snap. Wallace, he's going to run it again, trying to get outside. This time he does. He's at the 50-yard line, spins down there, and we just didn't get off our block over here on the edge. And he got right around us.
Yeah, and linebacker wasn't out there either. I mean,
yeah, a lot of green on the outside there.
So first down for the Indians. It'll be first down, 1st and 10 inside Tiger territory at the 45. Wallace, Woods to his left, receiver right, receiver left. Shotgun formation. Here comes a man in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Wallace goes up the middle. This time he's going to be hit. He squirts for about 2, maybe 3 on the play. Looks like Christian White on the tackle. He's coming up a little bit slow. For the Tigers, it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 7. They're going to give him about 3 on the carry.
Puts a lot of pressure on the outside linebackers because they're having to read quarterback, tailback.
Wallace, shotgun formation. Woods to his left. Here's a snap. This time he'll get it. No, he's going to keep it, trying to get outside. Hooper gets him, can't wrap him up, still on his feet. Everybody's trying to get him. Now he goes down the sideline. And he's going to run out of bounds.
Mighty Mouse.
Well, that and a lot of arm tackling going on. A lot of arm tackling sometimes.
You'd want him on your team if you were playing tag.
Absolutely. About 4 different missed opportunities there.
Yeah, it'll be first down, 1st and 10 on the outstanding play by Wallace.
I mean, he beat 3 of our guys in an area of about a 2-yard window. I mean, just couldn't get him.
First down, 1st and 10. Wallace has them at the 34-yard line, the Tigers 34. Here's a snap, looking to throw this time, and it's complete to the underneath man. There is a penalty flag come flying in.
I think they're going to get a hold on
the pass is complete.
I think they held DeAndre out there.
Yeah, they run it down to close to the first down marker inside the 25 to 24. So let's see what the flag is as they're trying to get it sorted out. As Mr. Whitehat stumbles into the
I don't know what else
conference.
It would be.
Right now it's just Wallace and Pirtle for Northside. 1-2 punch.
His hold on them. Good call, Kirk. Hey, how you doing? So it'll move it back to the 36-yard line. That will be first down, 1st and 12.
Did you see the signal?
What is holding? You caught it right.
Well, it looked like they moved the ball 15 yards.
So first down, 1st and 12. Wallace empties the backfield, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here comes a man in motion. That's Woods. Here's a snap. They're going to give it to him this time, trying to get outside. Hooper's out there. He outruns him. Then he's going to be knocked down. That's Wilkes on the tackle at the 35.
Good play by Wilkes. He's getting blocked out there. Gets off the block. Comes up, hits him down there about thigh level, makes a good solid tackle.
So that'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 11. As he picks up about a yard to the 35. Wallace now will send Pirtle to his left, receiver right, receiver left. They're going from the south to the north end zone. 4:20 to go here in the half. Here's a snap. He'll fake it to Pirtle, trying to get outside. He's got running room out there. There's Wilkes. He beats him, and he's going to go in easily. As he got outside, he just waited and waited for things to open up, and we look like a tired football team on that play. So Pirtle goes in from 34 yards out. I mean, not Pirtle, that's Wallace. And that cuts into the lead, 21-8. In the kick is Bond. Here's a snap, there's a whistle, and what do we have? We got a timeout. I don't think they had enough people on the field. So Northside wants to call a timeout. We'll take it with them. 4:07 to go here in the half. 21-8 our score, waiting the extra point. We'll be back right after this. Well, Wallace finally breaks free. He goes 34 yards for the touchdown run. A tired defense right now for the Tigers, but mainly because they've been on the field most of this half.
They have. I mean, we scored quick when we had the ball, and we turned it over quick when we didn't score. So, I mean, defense had to make up the difference.
Now Wallace will come back out. They decide to go for two now. Tigers get lined up. Here's a snap. They're going to try an inside reverse. He's hit and driven backwards. They're still fighting, and it'll be no good. So the extra point, 2-point conversion, no good. That's where we are. 4:07 to go here in the half. 21-8 our score. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM, The Roar. All right, Wallace goes in from 34 yards out. The 2-point conversion, no good. And the score is 21-8 with 4:07 to go in the half. And that score is brought to you by Jerry Coates. Here's Bond with a kick, a line drive, and it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to kick it away from Pope. And I don't know why they want to do that. But the Tigers will get it in good field position. First down, 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Remember at halftime, our Central Bank halftime show, and also Tiger update report with Hannah Franks as she makes her debut tonight. She'll be with us throughout the year, bringing you all the sports action from this past week in Hardin County High School sports. Smith comes back out. He'll send 2 receivers to the left, one out here to the near side. Harrison, the tailback. Here's a snap. Here's the handoff to Harrison, just looking for a little bit of running room and just keeps those legs driving. He got hit at the 35, right at the line of scrimmage, and he picks up about 3.
Well, you know, one of the things that you could give your defense some rest if you could run some three and first down, but we haven't been able to run the ball on the ground and eat up as much clock, so it's putting the defense in a tougher position because we've not been able to run the ball very well.
Ryan Weeks in the game now. Has a receiver, 3 receivers to the left, 1 here to the near side. Here's a quick throw to Pope, complete. Looking for a block at the 40. He's got one there by Gray, and he's going to be run out of bounds as he goes across the 45 and that'll be enough for Hardin County Bank. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Thank you, Knox Gray.
They really don't have an answer. We're getting a good block on their corner, and that's freeing Pope up to get yardage. And it's just a matter of how many they can get out there to stop him.
Clock stops with 3:21 to go here in the half as Caden was run out of bounds. 2 receivers now here to the near side. That's Gray and Pope. Garner to the left. Harrison, the tailback, right behind Smith. 4-man front. Here's a snap. They give it to Harrison right up the middle, looking for some running room, just picking his way for about a yard or two. Trying to find something there.
Yeah, they're trying to run the ball. And
they're really stacking it up in the middle, too.
It's hard going in there. Well, they've got good size, too. I mean, I'm not sure they don't outweigh us on the.
And 22 for them, Caden Walker. I mean, he's been there almost every single play.
Look up of about a yard, maybe 2. 2nd down, 2nd and 8. Clock under 2.5 minutes now. Harrison moves to Smith's left. Here's a snap. They fake it to him, looking to throw. Now they'll go deep downfield, and that ball slipped out of his hand. He had one-on-one situation out there with Garner, and just underthrew him and underthrew everybody, thank goodness. And that stops the clock with 2:37 to go. It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 8. Ball rest at the Tigers' 46-yard line. Smith looks over to the sideline. He'll send 2 receivers to the left, 3 out here to the near side. Now he'll bring in Garner and Weeks in tight to his left. Empty backfield. Here's a snap, low snap, looking, fires, and that time it was almost intercepted as they had Garner bracketed right around the 1st down marker, one underneath, one up above him, and he almost threw it to the underneath guy. Wasn't expecting that, so.
Yeah, that was kind of a double team on the outside there.
They had an over and under on him, and going to have to find the middle of the field at some point in time.
The thing about that
they're
is
starting to run to the boundary.
Yep. Stops the clock, though, with 2:33 to go. Wallace will go back deep along with Woods. Garner will punt from his own 35. Here's a snap, a little low. He gets it and booms it out of there. Wallace is going to take it.
He's down.
He is down right there at the 20, but they're going to let him run. He's at the 25, trying to get the sideline at the 40. And he's going down the sideline, and he may go all the way, and he does.
It's coming
flags. We've got Rock in the back, luckily. And we couldn't get to him. I don't know why we can't get over here. We look like we're just kind of waiting on him to do something. He was also down at the 20-yard line when he caught the ball.
Cheap shot on Knox Gray there. That's why it's coming back, too.
So a big run by Wallace, but it's coming back. And they know who it is. They're talking to him right now, number 1. That's Anderson. As he got Gray in the back, and it'll come back. So Wallace's big run.
Well, he went down on he went down on
both knees.
I think it was both knees to pick the ball up.
So it'll come back. The flag is down there around the 26-yard line. And this Tiger defense is coming back out on the field, and they look like a tired bunch, Kendall.
Well, you know, the thing is they're going to get the ball behind where he fielded it anyway, so, you know,
kind of equals out.
Ball don't lie, you know.
That's what they say.
Ball don't lie.
Really scary play there, though, on Knox. I mean, that was just kind of a blindside hit, and you saw it as soon as Wallace rounded the corner. Anderson came up and blindsided Knox.
Northside faithful, not happy, but we don't care. We're happy. First down, 1st and 10 from their 17, and now they'll send Rutledge in after the long run by Wallace. 2:13 to go here in the half. Tigers get a break there.
The good thing is Wallace is probably worn out.
Yeah. Rutledge will come to the line. He'll send a receiver right, receiver left. Pirtle stands to his right. Tigers get lined up. Rutledge looks over. Here's a snap. Straight drop, looking to throw. Now under pressure, just lets it go. Floats one out there. Did he catch it? I think it's incomplete. It was. Our defenders out there White and Hooper said it was incomplete, and the official agrees, and the clock stops until 7 to go.
One thing to watch is when Rutledge comes in, tends to lean more towards the passing game than the running game, I've noticed.
Yeah, I don't think he's got the feet that number 2 had.
Second down. Second and 10 from the 16. Let's call it the 17. Now Rutledge trying to get everybody lined up, sending receivers, crossing them up. Now here we go. Pirtle to the right. He better hurry. Here's a snap. Straight drop. Looking, under pressure. Fires. Complete. Then he drops it. Good play there by Knox Gray as he knocks him out of bounds and knocks the ball out of his hand.
Did you say knocks him out of bounds?
Knocks him out of bounds. Knocks the holder, Gray. Or as his dad said the other night during the jamboree, what was it? He only catches bombs. Gray. So 2:01 as the clock stops. Now Wallace back in the game. Third down, 3rd and 10. 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Wallace has been a handful so far. Drops back, looking, fires over the middle, complete, and he'll have a first down, and he's going to be knocked down at the 45-yard line. They'll stop the clock on the first down play. That was Big Anderson, 6'2", 198. Tight end. As Garner was there, I say it's Garner. I thought Garner was there.
I think it was Carter Scott.
Carter Scott, yeah, he just threw it right over top of him.
Lobbed it right over Carter's head.
I think he lost the tight end.
Yeah, he did.
First down, 1st and 10. Wallace with the ball. He'll hand it to Pirtle. No, fakes it. And this time he's going to be hit and almost throws it right in Hooper's stomach. He got hit from behind by
Sam Tanner.
Well, the others, let's see.
Sam Tanner got it.
Yeah, he's got a hurt. He did something to his hand. They got it bandaged up with that soft cast.
Bandage would be an understatement.
Yep. Yeah. So it'll be second down, 2nd and 10, 1:36 to go here in the half. Indians have it at their own 45-yard line. Wallace sends 3 receivers left. Here's a snap, looking that way, under pressure. Now he'll dump it short, and he'll be knocked down by Gray. Good tackle there by Knox. Gets him at the 50-yard line. He'll pick up about 5, though, on the play.
How much time, Steve?
1:22 and counting. They have 1 timeout left, I think. I know they've used a couple. As we're getting close to a minute. Wallace taking his time. Clock keep moving. Third down, 3rd and 5 from the 50-yard line. Wallace in the shotgun formation. Receiver right and left. Here's a snap. He fakes it to Pirtle, throws over the middle of the field, and Pope was there, and it's going to fall incomplete. Knox Gray on the coverage. The intended receiver was Poindexter. So that'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 5. I'm sure they're going to go for it here. The clock stops on the incompletion with 53 seconds to go, and they'll call their 3rd and final timeout. We'll take it with them. 53 seconds to go in the half. 21-8 our score. Hardin County on top. We'll be back right after this. Fourth down, 4th and 5. They bring Rutledge back in. 3 receivers here to the near side. Here's a snap, looking to the right, has some pressure, being held here. They try to get Wallace, going to be intercepted by Pope at the 20-yard line. He overthrew Wallace, his intended receiver.
Better than they could have punted it.
And yeah, just like a punt. But Rutledge was under pressure. Harris has been held all night long. They ain't called the first holding call. Not complaining, but
well, it's hard to do. But I mean, Colt would have been better off just knock that down. We would have had the ball back here at the 50-yard line. But when it's coming right to you, it's hard to not catch it.
They have no timeouts. I don't know. We may just. Well, no. Smith will line it up. He'll send Pope to the right and Garner to the right, Pope to his left, Harrison the tailback. First down, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. They'll give it to Harrison, trying to get outside. He has blockers, cuts it back up in the middle of the field, still on his feet across the 30, down to the 35. Enough for Hardin County Bank. 1st and 10 right there. What a run by Harrison. That'll stop the clock with 34 seconds to go. Tigers, I think, have all 3 of their timeouts left. And they may burn one right here. No, we got an injured player.
Oh,
that's Pirtle down on the ground for Northside. Coming up here at halftime, it'll be the Central Bank halftime report. We'll go over the scoring plays from the first half, get you set for the second half. Hannah Franks is in with Tiger Update, and she'll get you caught up on all things going on at Hardin County High School this past week. I want to remind you, Sports Talk in the morning at 9 a.m. starts our Sports Saturday, as Kirk will be with Michael in the morning, along with Coach Smith. They'll talk about tonight's game and get you set for next week's game as we'll head across the river to our old foes over there, Adamsville, and take on the Cardinals. That's next week. Kickoff time is at 7 p.m. from Adamsville, Tennessee. And then coach to coach, remember that. They'll get you ready for your SEC football. What are we, 13 days away from Tennessee football on a Thursday night, as the Volunteers will take on Bowling Green. And then they'll also discuss everything going on around the SEC, so you don't want to miss that. That's Doug Matthews and Dave McGinnis. And they do an excellent job of breaking down games and breaking down Tennessee football as well, which hadn't been that hard.
No, it has not. Years. But big news here, number 21, Tyreek Pirtle. He was the one down on the play. It looks like he's got some cramping going on, and we still got 2 more quarters left. So
yeah, and you knew he's not going to get any better. So by the 4th quarter.
First down, 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 36, 34 seconds to go. We have all 3 of our timeouts left. Smith brings them to the line, receiver right, receiver left. Here's a snap. They give it to Harrison, looking for running room. This time he's going to be hitting the backfield, and they'll stuff him there, and I'm sure we'll call a timeout. Maybe, maybe not. They're going to just let it run. That may have been the last play. I don't know, maybe just one more little long pass to Pope.
I thought that. Sideline. Well, I thought after they got that first.
Yeah, they're looking over the sideline. They're not going to run a play. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, and that's going to do it. Coach Smith is happy with the first half, and that'll do it. 1 half in the books. Hardin County 21, Northside 8. We'll take a timeout. Stay tuned for the Central Bank halftime report. That's coming your way next. Welcome back to Jackson Northside. We're at halftime. Let's take a look at the scoring plays. You're tuned in to the Central Bank halftime report. As the game started off a little bit shaky for both teams, the first scoring drive, though, came by your Hardin County Tigers as they went 6 plays, 45 yards. They capped it off with a 37-yard touchdown pass. Smith to Pope, extra point good. Tigers up 7-0. Then a big defensive stop on 4th and goal, but on the very next play, Northside gets the safety, and it's 7-2. Tigers come back with a 2-play drive, 51 yards, 39-yard touchdown pass. Smith to Pope, 14-2 at that point. Then we move to the second quarter. They go, Hardin County gets a 5-play drive, 64 yards, 45-yard touchdown pass. Smith to Pope on a beautiful catch, but more so a beautiful run down the sideline. And then Northside comes back as Wallace finally gets free and goes in from 34 yards out. 2-point conversion, no good. And that's where we are at halftime, 21-8. Now you would think, Kurt, that big defensive half, but it was. As far as time-wise goes, they were on the field most of the game.
Well, and the defense really did a good job because they're playing against athletes. And you know, I told Kendall that I couldn't tackle that quarterback in a phone booth. He's so quick. You know, I mean, he really does. And you got to stay in shape when he's got the ball, especially when he gets out into space like he did on that long run. I mean, it's just hard to stop. And it looked like we were been on the field. I mean, the whole first half. Defense was blowing there towards the end. And probably why we didn't push in that last 46 seconds to maybe try to put another score on the board was let that defense have an extra, 15, 20 minutes worth of rest plus half coming up. So I imagine that had something to do with it too. But all in all, playing a pretty good football team, a lot of new guys and a lot of new positions. They're learning, that offensive line. We kind of did this, it seems like, was it last year or the year before last? The offensive line, we talked about how second game,
took them a while.
They didn't really have it coordinated, and then by the end of the season, they were one of the strongest assets on the team. And I'm hoping that that's kind of the way this game's going because they played on our side of the ball, but they hadn't been able to stop us when we put it in the air.
All right, let's take a look at our stats. We'll bring Kendall in. He's been keeping our stats for us for the first half. Big half by Smith and Pope, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely a big half from the offensive side of the ball. You got Pope, 131 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns. He added an interception there late in the second quarter. And then Carter, right out of the gate, you kind of saw a little bit of shakiness maybe on that first drive, a quick 3-and-out. You come back on our second drive, you go 6 plays, and then you give Pope a 37-yard touchdown pass, and you could see then that Carter kind of became a little bit more comfortable and then kind of going to the defensive side of the ball. Northside's ran 38 plays, which is really going to test our defense so far because we've only ran 24. And you could tell there towards the end of the second quarter we looked kind of winded, but for them to have as many athletes as they do, I can remember in years past we've always struggled with somebody that can get outside on us, that has a few athletes on the offensive side of the ball, and we've held them to 8 points. So all around, I think a very good first half of football from Hardin County.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Tigers up 21-8. The Pride is out on the field performing for the home crowd. It's halftime here at Jackson Northside. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, Hannah Franks makes her debut. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Jackson Northside. It's 21-8 at halftime. Hardin County on top. The Pride has been performing for the Northside crowd. And it's time now for the Tiger update as Sports Director Hannah Frank steps in for her debut. Take it away.
For WQTR Tiger Radio, I'm Hannah Franks with your K93 halftime sports update. HCHS student all sports passes are now being sold in student services in room T16. The cost of the pass is $30 and it will work for all HCHS home sporting events for this school year. This does not include any TSSAA postseason games. At full price, this pass has a $225 value. You must show the gate worker your pass and a valid ID to get into the game. Hardin County sports are back in full swing. The volleyball team got 2 big wins this week, defeating Scotts Hill at home on Tuesday in straight sets 25-21, 25-23, and 25-23. They were back in action again yesterday, beating Waterloo by scores of 25-11, 25-9, and 25-14. Way to go, girls. They were slated to play next Monday at Middleton, but that game has been canceled. They will host McNary Central on Tuesday and travel to Bolivar on Thursday. The JV will start at 5, followed immediately by varsity on both of those nights. The Tiger and Lady Tiger golf teams both came away with impressive victories on Tuesday at Adamsville. The Tigers outshot Adamsville 173-184. Micah Macklin was the medalist, shooting 40. Wheeler Wilkes and Zach Thompson shot 42. J.P. Morse shot 49. Jordan Binion shot 51. Hunter Reeves shot 54. And Riley Blunt shot 56. The Lady Tigers defeated Adamsville 100-107. Molly Pierce was the medalist, shooting 39. Alexis Stewart shot 61. The golf teams were scheduled to travel to Lexington yesterday, but that match has been canceled due to weather. Next Monday, they were slated to play 18 holes at the Tennessee River Golf Classic in Decaturville. On Thursday, they will take on Lexington at 4 o'clock in Pickwick. The soccer girls were scheduled to kick their season off yesterday at Adamsville, but sadly, that game was called off due to rain. They will now begin their season next Monday at Waynesboro at 5:30. Good luck to all of these Tiger athletes. That concludes your K93 halftime sports update.
All right, outstanding job, Hannah. And first night, not so bad, right?
Thank you.
You just went right through it. Great job. And Hannah will be with us all through the season as she'll be bringing you all the things going on at Hardin County High School and Hardin County sports. We're at halftime. It's 21-8. Hardin County on top of Northside. Stay tuned for the TriStar Friday Night Live pregame show as they'll get you caught up on all the scores across the state of Tennessee. We'll be back with a second half kick when we return from Jackson Northside. Hardin County 21, Northside 8. Back after this. This is Hardin County football on 93.5 FM, The Roar.
There's only one person involved in that, and that's the center. I mean, how can you say, well, the team snapped it up on the team? Yeah.
Hey, you hammered me one Saturday at Sports Talk before.
Do what?
You hammered me one Saturday at Sports Talk. I think that was the last Saturday I came.
I'll tell you though, I've said that unusually above average number of quality quarterbacks that come through Hardin County. I mean, from Boudry on.
Corner's going to be good.
Burnham, Hunt, Gilcrease. I mean, it just, those are some above average quarterback play, you know. But I'll tell you something else. And me personally, a throwing quarterback, if he's your best athlete and he's a throwing quarterback, I'm for playing him at quarterback. If he's super athletic and he may not be your best thrower, I'd play him in flanker somewhere else. Put him in the slot, put him in the backfield. The reason being is I'm always, because when I played safety, everything I saw went through the quarterback.
Yeah.
And all 11 can actually, especially if you're in zone, you got 11 eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah. My biggest.
11 eyes can't stay on the flanker when he's in motion.
Right. I only played on the defensive side of the ball 2 or 3 times. But one thing I learned, especially in high school, is if you're safety or corner and you just open up inside, you can just, I mean, nobody's really that advanced at quarterback in high school. You can just, iron on them. I mean, because
that's what. What's his name? Not Jeremy Davis. Yeah, which one was the one that coached for a little while? Jeremy's one that played. But his older brother was quarterback, and he was pretty good. And he came back and he coached offense for 1 year. And that was when that Tidwell boy was quarterback.
Mason?
His older brother.
Oh,
and
God, what's his name?
What they did is they just started running automatic. That if the defensive back lined up facing the inside or head up, they ran the slant.
Yeah.
And if he lined up inside, they ran the out. It was just automatic.
Yeah.
And they would have defensive backs.
All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. I'm Steve Cornell, along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson, bringing you Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM The Roar. And Tigers on top here at halftime, 21-8. So pretty good first half offensively. Of course, Caden Pope, most of that for the Tigers. Good running by Harrison, and I think we'll see a lot of him going into the second half. They kind of got his feet under him. And then north side with Wallace, he's been pretty much their offense. So you come out, you make your adjustments. What are you looking for the second half?
Well, I know coaches are in that locker room right now, I imagine, and they are really grilling their offensive line over their responsibilities and trying to help them pick up on some of the whiffs that they had in the first half. It really did, hurt our run game, and we need that run game if we're gonna be able to take some time off the clock and kind of help your defense some. But They run a 4-3. They've got 7 guys in the box, and with good size, good speed. Linebackers can play, like Kendall was talking about, that number 22. He's everywhere. He's middle linebacker. He's athletic. And we've had trouble, you know, handling anything that we try to run between the tackles. But it's also opened us up on the edges that if you get any break at all, it's going to be a big play. And I imagine we may try to run the ball and try to establish something on the ground. But when that doesn't work, I think we'll end up going back out to, you know, those little getting the ball out of the quarterback hand real quick on the receiver screens and, you know, the quick slants and the outs, and then take the pot shot with the speed downfield. I mean, take you a long hit, you know, every now and then, see if you can get the home run. But I think we'll kind of continue to do the same thing. The question's going to be is if defense can hold out.
That's what I was just about to say. That's one thing we talked about during halftime is to see how, as the game goes on, how our defense kind of responds to their offense, because it's like I stated previously, they've ran 38 plays, and our defense has been on the field quite a bit in this game. So I'll be interested to see how we stand up through the third and fourth quarters.
Well, one thing, too, I mean, that happened in that first half, especially in the first quarter, we couldn't get off field on third down.
Right.
We had them in third and long, you know, multiple situations that we could have gotten off the field. So the defense got to help themselves, too. I mean, if they want off the field, they got to get off the field.
Right.
And now we did stop them, but they had already converted like 4 third downs on that series. So, I mean, and 1 fourth down. So, I mean, you know, defense kind of helps themselves. They can get off the field, but it's going to be an interesting battle in the second half. Northside's not out of this by any
absolutely.
shot.
Right. It's like we talked about. You got Wallace at quarterback, and then you got Pirtle. And with Pirtle going out, you know, right there at the end of the second quarter, I'm interested to see how he.
What kind of shape?
Yeah.
All right, here we go as the Tigers will kick it off. It's a short pooch kick, and it's going to be taken at the 35, where Northside will have it. First down, 1st and 10. Nolan Foster doing the honors as the new kicker for Hardin County. Had a good long line of really good kickers. He came in kind of surprising the coaching staff. I think he got off to some jitters earlier in the pregame season scrimmages and stuff like that. But the other night against Scotts Hill, he came in. He was money every time, doing a good job here tonight as he's 3 for 3 on his extra points. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10, Northside as we start the third quarter. Hardin County on top, 21-8. Shotgun formation, Wood to tailback, 2 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking, fires, and just a little bit wide of his intended receiver as he snuck Woods out of the backfield. Christian White on the coverage.
That's another thing we talked about at halftime right then. Their big tight end, number 7, he keeps creeping behind our linebackers there, and that's one thing we're going to have to watch as the game goes on.
So they bring up second down, 2nd and 10. Clock stops at 11:57 on the incomplete pass. Wallace lining everybody up. Woods to his left. They're going from the south to the north end zone. 2 receivers right and left. Here's a snap, looking. Now he's going to just pull it down and run. Hooper's right there, misses him. Then he gets him from behind. Here comes a flag. Maybe a hold as Hooper and Carter Scott.
Would you rather have him in 3rd and 10 or 2nd and 20? Or it'd be more than 2nd and 20.
Yeah, it'd be more now. Penalty's back there at the 30.
That'd be a 16-yard penalty.
I think we got our answer.
Yep.
They move him back, or moved him back to the 20-yard line on the hold.
Yeah, the hole happened 4 yards deep.
Yeah. So it'll bring up a second down, 2nd and 25 for Northside. Wallace lining everybody up. Now he'll move 2 receivers to his left. Woods, the tailback, will stand to his left. Tight end to his right. Lines up kind of in a flank position. Here's a snap, quick throw over the middle. He catches it at the 24, and then he's immediately tackled there by Christian White.
We're good with that.
Pick up of about 5 on the play.
That's a great play if you need 4. instead of 24.
Now here comes another Indian off the field with a cramp. That's Howard pulling at his hamstring. It may be more of a hamstring than a cramp, but he's stretching out over here. So now Wallace trying to get everybody lined up. He'll send the receiver right, one here to the near side. It'll be third down, 3rd and 20. Wallace gets a snap, straight drop, looks, fires over the middle, and it's going to be complete at the 40, still on his feet at the 50, runs through a tackle there at the 40. He's at the 30, and Wilkes gets him from behind at the 20, and just what you said.
Yep, that's it.
Just got him right down the seam.
It's wide open.
We couldn't tackle him.
Linebacker's not keeping up with that little.
No, it's wide open every single time.
So a big 3rd down play, 3rd and 20, and they pick up the 1st down.
Defense could have gotten off the field there and rested all they wanted. Now they put themselves in a hole, and nothing fancy, not a good throw, just a lollipop throw up in the air to the tight end. He's just behind everybody.
Doesn't have to be fancy when they're wide open.
No. Just throw and catch.
Wallace looks over here to the sideline. 1st down, 1st and 10 at the Tiger 22. He's going to take off running, looking for some running room. Gets outside, and he gets hit. Still on his feet at the 10. Runs through a tackle there, spins forward. And they're just wearing us out over here on our defensive end and just running right by us.
We're doing all of it with Pirtle. Pirtle has not played a snap of the second half so far.
No, and he may, that cramp may be still bothering him. But they don't need him. Number 2 looks like he's got enough energy to carry him.
So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 5. Wallace in the shotgun formation. Looks across the Tiger defensive line. Here's a snap. They hand it off. Now Wallace is going to keep it to the outside. At the 5, runs into the end zone with ease. So we get them in a 3rd and 20. They get a big pass play. They get behind us. We can't tackle him. And then Wallace goes on a long run, and then he runs it in the end zone. They're back in this football game.
They're going to have to find an answer for Wallace. I mean, every time he gets to the edge, we don't have anybody there. And once he gets turned up in space, he's a jitterbug.
That's not what you want coming out of halftime.
No, they came out and they looked tired when they came out.
Yep.
So Bond in to kick the extra point for Northside. Snap is down, the kick is up, the kick is partially blocked, and it goes off to the left and no good. So 9:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The opening drive by Northside nets them 6 points. And it's 21-14. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. Well, we get them in a 3rd down and 20. They convert it, and then they also convert 2 plays later into a touchdown. Here's a kick. It's taken by Irvin. He gets it in stride at the 35, looking for running room, and he gets knocked down at about the 37-yard line. So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10. Tigers, as they'll come out for their first series here in the 3rd quarter, leading 21-14. So we'll see what they can do.
This is going to be an important drive right here.
So Smith will come out. Harrison with him at running back. Garner, Pope, and McGee in the game. They run a tight formation left. Here comes Pope in motion. They fake it to him, give it to Harrison. He's got running right to the outside, and he's going to be knocked down as he still drives across the 45 down close to the 49-yard line. Maybe enough for a first down. I can't tell.
Yeah,
That's a good play call.
I'm telling you,
It is. It's enough for Hardin County to make 1st and 10 Tigers.
I'm liking him more and more.
So they fake it to Pope on the end around, and they give it to Harrison right behind him, and he has some spaces over there on the left side. With the offensive line.
That was a counter, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I didn't see the first of the play.
So now we've got a timeout, a quick timeout by Northside. They seen something they didn't like or didn't have enough players on there or had the wrong personnel in the game. Anyway, we'll take the timeout with them. 9:13 to go here in the third quarter. 21-14 our score. Hardin County on top. Back after this quick timeout. First down, 1st and 10, ball at the 47. Here's a snap, handoff Harrison, trying the right side. This time he gets hit in the backfield, but spins forward across the 50. Well, they're going to mark it right at the 50-yard line, and now we have another injury to
Number 7.
Indian down on the ground. That's number 7. That's D'Angelo Jones, and he got spun around. Now they're looking at a cramp. Yeah, he got spun around right there by Harrison. Pick up of a couple on the play. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 8. Want to remind you in the morning, your Sports Saturday will start at 8 a.m. with Coach to Coach, followed by Sports Talk at 9 a.m. And then we'll be on location, 93.5 FM at Tractor Supply at 10 a.m. in the morning, as we'll be there with Prime House Direct in the parking lot at Tractor Supply. We have about sold them out of steaks and seafood and chicken and pork, but they've got some left, so you better get there early if you want to get your grill on.
That guy's got
your Saturday.
Steve, he had cramps in both legs.
Well, I've had that before, but just getting out of a recliner.
Yeah, this is there's not much you can say about that.
I get them toe cramps, man. I'll tell you what. 21-14 our score, 8:59 to go here in the third. 2nd down, 2nd and 7. Smith empties the backfield, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Here's a snap. Looking, fires, got Pope at the 40. Still on his feet at the 35, and he's going to be knocked down there. He's so elusive, and it takes 5 to get him down.
Great combo route. We haven't seen a lot of that.
Yeah,
you know.
new.
And that's kind of a new deal there. Pope comes and runs a little
It's a good read.
a skinny in route, and they've got who was that, Knox running the flare out.
Yep.
And kind of confused the defense.
Enough for Hardin County Bank, 1st and 10. I wish y'all could have seen it because I forgot to put my hand on the camera.
Oh, Steve, that was a good one.
Yeah, I know. It was an amazing play at the end. Here's a snap. Handoff Harrison, looking for a little running room. Stutter step, goes across the 30 to about the 28-yard line. He had somebody in the backfield that met him. Little stutter step to the right, and he picks up about 4 on the carry, maybe 5. Let's say 4. 2nd down, 2nd and 6.
He's got good vision.
He's shifty too.
Yeah, he's got good vision.
He's a good runner.
It's not that shifty like their number 2.
Right.
But it's
enough to get him.
Well, he can change directions without losing momentum.
Right.
This drive started at our own 36. They've worked it down to the 27 of the Indians. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Here's Harrison trying to get outside. Has a block, and he does at the 25. Here comes a flag, though, and he's going to be knocked down. They're going to get somebody for holding.
Yeah.
Out there on the end. And so that one will come back, but it won't be too bad because it's downfield. But
if you
it's still a negative play.
Can't block them, hold them.
Yep. So an easy one to call. There's a holding call, and that'll march it back to the 35-yard line where it'll be second down, second and 12. 7:42 to go here in the third. 21-14 our score. Northside took the opening kickoff here in the third. Got a big play on third down. Then Wallace went in from 8 yards out to cut into the lead. Smith empties the backfield. 3 receivers to the right. Here's a snap. Looking left. Fires. Complete to Garner. Spins inside the 30 down close to the 25-yard line. And let's see where they spot it. They'll spot it at the 25. So we're back about where we were on the second down play. And that'll bring up third down now. Third and about 3. Clock moving under 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
A lot of extracurricular activity been going on in this game after the whistle.
Third down. Smith empties the backfield. Here's a snap. Looking left, fires left, complete to Garner at the 20. That's enough for Hardin County. Make first and 10 Tigers. They knock him out of bounds at about the 16.
See, I knew that till they stopped it.
Absolutely.
I mean, they hadn't had an answer. Nobody even in the picture when he's running that little 5-6 yard out.
Right. Now we got another cramp over there on the far sideline.
They need some pickle juice.
Bananas.
They're cramping up left and right over there on this hot, humid night in Jackson, Tennessee. We appreciate you tuning in to 93.5 FM. Also, if you're listening or watching at WKWSXFM.com or the app, WKWXFM, the app, or our YouTube channel, /93. However it is you're listening or watching, we appreciate you tuning in. And we want to thank all of our sponsors that sponsor Hardin County football and Hardin County sports. Couldn't do it without them. So if you hear their name on there, go and visit them. Tell them thank you for allowing us to be able to bring you Hardin County sports when we're at home and especially when we're out on the road.
You know, we need to get points here, and the reason being it answers their score. It also has been the most sustained drive, you know, of the night without hitting a big play and being able to gnaw it down the field and use some clock.
Flannery is the injured player for Northside. He'll come off. Got a cramp, looks like, so they'll walk him off. So it'll be first down, first and 10 Tigers at the 16-yard line. Here's Pope in motion. Low snap. We pick it up. Harrison does. He's got it on his feet at the 15. Moves inside the 15 down to about the 12 as the snap was right at Carter's feet.
Boy, they drew that up great.
Yeah.
I mean, it confused them.
Yeah.
Confused me.
Yeah, it was like the fumble-rooski in the open. Old fumble-rooski to the tailback.
That's what we're talking about Harrison, though. I mean, to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, just instinct.
Yep.
He picks up 4 on the carry. So it'll be second down, second and 6. They're going to call it 7 from the 13-yard line. 6 minutes to go here in the third. Here's a snap. Harrison looking for running room right at the middle. He has it out of 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Atta boy.
Man, what a play. Just right up the gut. And Harrison, he hits pay dirt, and the Tigers answer the score.
Man, that's what they needed right there. And I'll tell you what, they kind of established something on the ground. They found something on that left side that they didn't have in the first half. Good job by the coaches, you know, prepping them up at halftime and getting them ready to come out here and be able to run the ball on the ground. Good vision, good running style by Harrison. He's a tough little nut.
Foster in, Gray to hold, and this one is going to be blocked. as nobody blocked anybody in the middle, and big 72 came into the backfield. I hope that don't come back to bite us down the road. 5:56 to go here in the third. We'll take a quick timeout. Hardin County 27, Northside 14. Back after this. Scoring drive was 7 plays, 64 yards. Harrison goes in from 13 yards out, extra point blocked. And that scoring drive was powered by Jones Motor Company, Savannah. Here's a squib kick to the right. They immediately call for the fair catch, and they get it at the 37-yard line. So that's where they'll take it there. First down, 1st and 10. So they get a score. We answer the score. Now we need to get a stop.
I didn't see the snap. That was a real slow extra point attempt. Did you see?
Well, the snap was good.
The snap was good.
Yeah, he just came right up the middle.
Yeah, there was nobody got blocked.
Well, it looked like it was a little slow getting it off too. That kicker may have seen the guy coming through.
Well, he was a big man that came through.
Yeah,
They got some big guys. I mean,
it's it's really abnormal. You know, you kick it and there's a guy standing 3 feet in front.
That was Williams, 6'2", 335, coming right up the middle.
335.
Right into your kitchen.
All right, defense.
All right, Wallace brings him out. Receiver right, receiver left. Woods, the tailback. He's gone all the way here in the second half. Tigers line up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Fires downfield. Got a man breaking free. They're battling for it. Nice play by Braden Wilkes. Yeah, I'll get scolded for that one.
Oh, that's textbook there.
Yeah.
Hanging on his back hip. Went up at the high point, pointed, and knocked the ball away. I mean, that's textbook corner play right there in man coverage.
So Braden Wilkes with the big plays. Had a couple of big plays tonight. Had a big tackle.
He saved a touchdown. He saved a touchdown, then they got it anyway.
So to bring up second down, 2nd and 10. Wallace in the shotgun formation. Receiver right, receiver left. Here's the snap. Man comes in motion. They're going to give it to him this time. Cuts it back up the seam, and then he's going to be hit and knocked down by Christian White. Also Carter Scott there, and now he's cramping up.
I'm glad he wanted to cut it back up.
He had a lot of green out here to the left.
Well, this I call it modern defense. You know, our defense was always to get ends upfield and contain and turn everything back inside. You know, that was the way now it's push everything to the sideline, but we're not getting that wall of push out to the sideline. That when they're getting to the corner, there's just no contain there, and they're able to turn it upfield. And then basically what that's doing is putting your corner, who's being blocked, responsible for making a one-on-one tackle with a blocker in his face.
Right.
So, I mean, really and truly, linebackers need to be getting out there and feeling and pushing that to the sideline, and we just hadn't been able to do it against their speed.
That was Poindexter down on carry, cramped up, and they'll bring him off. Man, they've had several of those here in the second half particularly. So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 5 for the Indians. Hardin County needs a big stop here. Ball on the 39 of the Indians. Wallace brings him to the line. Woods stands to his left. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking, fires, wide open. Has a first down, makes a move up to 50, and then he is hammered by White.
Man.
But a good play. They snuck out again. We just can't get anybody out there. And another big 3rd down completion, and it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10, north side.
Was that the back that slipped out? Or the tight end released? I didn't know. I didn't see which one it was.
I couldn't remember. I think it was a back.
Yeah, that's linebacker responsibility.
Yep. So now they'll move Woods to the right, receiver left. Wallace looks back at the scoreboard, now waiting the snap. Here's a snap. He's going to fake it, give it up the middle. This time he's going to be knocked down. Nothing there in the middle. He thought about
he sure did.
pitching it back, but Keandre Smith on the tackle. Nice play by him, and now we got another Indian on the
I don't think the back, though, was wanting to receive the pick. It wasn't like he was saying, give it to me. Yeah.
So no gain, maybe a loss of a yard now, back to the 45-yard line of the Tigers. Second down, 2nd and 11, clock running, 4:43 to go in the third. 27-14 our score, Hardin County on top. Wallace, shotgun formation, receiver right and left. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking, under pressure, still looking. Now he's going to pull it down. We're being held all over the place. I'm telling you, Big Hooper and Reed is going at it. Reed's the big guy, and we were talking about Jacob having kind of a tough night. Well, now we know that left tackle position, that's the ESPN top, what'd you say, 100?
Is that him? That's 65.
Yeah. But he is getting a armful of jersey every time.
Yep.
So they bring up third down, 3rd and 10 from the 44. Wallace comes to the line, shotgun formation, receiver right, receiver left. Here's a snap, looking, fires, almost intercepted by Hooper and falls incomplete. Also, Heyman out there on coverage, and that'll bring up 4th down. I'm sure they'll go for it.
I don't know if you've noticed, but here in this drive particularly, they started slipping their backs out into the flats, and then they caught those tight ends.
Well, one of the things that we've done, too, is we pulled up. We're basically playing a 6-man front now, trying to keep the edge, them being able to get to the edge, which opens the middle up a little bit more than what it would have.
So Wallace looks over to the sideline, and now he gets the play, looks back over here at his coach. 4th down, 4th and 10. We need to get them off the field. Here's Wallace, straight drop, looking. Now it breaks down. He's getting to the outside, chased around. He's hit, and he releases it, and it's going to fall incomplete. But, man, what a great play, an athletic play by Wallace. And he comes up a little
Great play by Isaiah Smith.
Injured, limping, and that was Isaiah Smith on the
dove. Yeah, I mean, he dove and he knocked the quarterback. The quarterback actually released the ball while he was being knocked out of bounds. I mean,
so Hardin County gets the ball back as they turn it over on downs, and we finally get a defensive stop here against Wallace and these Indians. He's been a handful, I'm telling you. It's been more Wallace than anybody, really.
You can tell, though, just this second half, they don't have the energy that they have.
Sound like a band, Wallace and the Indians.
First down, 1st and 10 Tigers. Smith in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Quick throw out here to Garner. Complete and then immediately hit and knocked down. As he gets close to the 50, they'll spot him about the 49. Short pickup of about 3 or 4.
That's about 5. Nah, it's about 4. You're right. No, they're giving him about 5. I mean, you can do that all day.
So second down, and we'll call it 5. Kirk was adamant about 5 yards, so we'll call it 5. Smith sends 2 receivers left, 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap. Harrison with the ball, trying to get outside, cuts it back up the middle of the field. Now has a little bit of running room across the 50. Spins his way inside the 45. Down to the 44, and that should be enough for a Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers, and that was all Harrison there.
I'm telling you, he's a little train that thinks he can. Well, I mean,
what a run.
Well, the thing is, it's not, I mean, he just won't quit moving his feet, and they don't have an answer for that.
No.
So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 Tigers inside Indian territory at the 44. Smith brings them to the line. Here's a snap. Harrison trying to get outside, and then he runs into a wall out there, and that wall is big 22.
Yeah, that
Caden Walker, 6'3", 220. And I keep telling you their size and weight because this is a big football team. We were talking about, we had some beef, but they're matching us.
Yep. And 22, he's been everywhere.
Yeah.
He's their star player on defense.
Yeah, he's going to have 19, 20 tackles.
Absolutely.
So it'll be second down, second and 13, a loss of about 3 on the play. Now they look like they want to blitz, and they do. And Harrison breaks free. It's at the 40-yard line, inside the 40, down to the 39. How he got through that crease, I don't know.
I know one thing. He was a shoestring away from getting big yardage in. But they stacked it. They brought it. I mean, they brought all the linebackers up. They had about 8 guys on the line of scrimmage, and he squirted free. And if they hadn't gotten that shoestring, he was fixing to go for another 15, 20 yards before he got touched.
So that'll bring up third down, 3rd and 3 from the 39. Smith empties the backfield, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. They're going from the north to the south. Here's a snap, looking, fires. Ball tipped up in the air, intercepted. And he's going to be knocked down on the interception at the 32. That one needed just a little bit touch on it. He fired it in there, and the ball went up in the air, and we turn it over.
Well, Garner ran his hitch route out there, and that guy was still 4 yards off of him. I mean, that was the throw.
That's tough, too, because if you don't throw it right there in his belly in the numbers, I mean, it's just thrown so hard that it's hard for the receiver to catch that ball, and that's what happened. He just threw it a little bit high.
So we turn it over with 1:41 to go here in the 3rd.
That hurts.
Yep.
You know, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, it seems like, on just about every drive. First down, 1st and 10. Wallace brings them back out. Now he empties the backfield, sends 2 receivers to the left. Here's a snap, looking that way. He'll fire. It's almost intercepted by Garner. He read it all the way, and if he could have got his paws on it, it was 6.
He sniffed that one out.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get it. It looked like he didn't know where he wanted to just knock it down or catch it.
That's an interesting play call for Wallace, because that's a long throw out here for just a quick little route.
Yeah, I mean, he shot puts the ball when he throws it anyway. I mean.
So it'll be second down, 2nd and 10 on the incompletion. Clock stopped at 1:37. Wallace, shotgun formation, looking, under pressure. Now he releases, lets it go, and off the fingertips of his intended receiver. That's Austin Floyd. And that one was almost picked off on the tip, so they'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 10.
They got us where they want us, 3rd and 10.
Yeah. 1:33 to go here in the 3rd. Tigers clinging to a 27-14 lead. Both teams have scored here in the 3rd quarter. Wallace brings them to the line. He'll send 2 receivers out to the right. Well, 1 receiver to the right, 1 out here to the near side. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Under pressure. Now they flush him out of the pocket, and he's on the loose and goes out of bounds.
That's good, D.
Yep. As he'll go out of bounds as he crosses the 35 to about the 36-yard line. So that'll bring up a 4th down, 4th and long. And now Northside coaching staff is yelling punt. They want to punt it away. We need to be careful. They've already tried a fake punt early in the game. Unsuccessful. 1:24 to go here in the 3rd. Tigers will get the ball back. They'll send Pope back. Mom will come in and punt it away. They've had a struggle getting the ball back. Back up. Here's a snap, and he'll get this one away. And it's spiraling. It hits at the 30. Pope will pick it up. He can return this one. He's at the 30. Makes a move to the outside at the 35. Still on his feet at the 40, and now he'll be hemmed in and wrestled down.
Kirk was over here on the edge of his seat.
Yeah, I was getting long. I was stretching for him, trying to break that tackle.
Well, I tell you what scared me a little bit. Micah Parrish was coming over, and I thought, man, he's fixing to hit that guy in the back. Yeah. He was just making a beeline to make a block. But the Tigers get some positive yardage out of it, and they get it out to the 38 with 1:08 to go here in the 3rd. So Smith will bring them back out. Had a long drive that ended in an interception a while ago. Ate up a lot of time as well. 2 receivers over here to the left, and Big McGee, the tight end, over here to the right. Here's a snap. looking for a quick throw. They got it to Gray. Gray catches it, makes a move to the inside. He's at the 35 and then falls down as a turf monster got him.
Tackled himself.
Yep. But a good move by Knox Gray as nothing was to the outside, and he cut it back inside, picks up about 8, maybe 9 on the play.
Yeah, the Indians out there, they were pretty confused. Wallace, he ran out there really late, and he was the one covering Knox. He just got there way too late.
So 38 seconds and counting. Harrison in the backfield right behind Smith. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Harrison, trying to pick his way, and he's going to be hit, and he keeps driving and maybe gets a yard out of it. That's your man right there. Walker come flying in there, and he just grazed him. And now we got an Indian down on the field again.
And Wallace is coming off the field too with a cramp.
And he's got a cramp. 15 seconds to go. Third down, third and a long one for Hardin County. Want to remind you, after the game, the post-game show brought to you by Central Bank. And then stay with us as a Tri-Star Friday Night Live show will take us all the way home as they'll have scores across the state, highlights, and interviews as this first night of high school football is coming to a close here in just a little bit. I was trying to think of my words. That wasn't what I really wanted to say, just to be real honest.
These pauses are getting, I mean, they're
I'm kind of watching everything. You know, I am ADD.
I just didn't know if you were going to finish this.
Yeah, well.
What are they going to run here, Kendall? 3rd and 1.
I'm giving it to Harrison.
All right, Smith brings them through the line. Pope out there to the left. Garner on the inside. Well, that's Gray, excuse me, on the inside. McGee over here to the right. And now they're just going to let it run down. They're going to take it to the 4th quarter. After 3 quarters of play, Hardin County 27, Northside 14. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM The Roar. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter when we return from Jackson, Tennessee. All right, here we go. Here's a snap. Hand off to Harrison, lowers his head. He's going to be pushed back, but I think forward progress will get the first down.
Well, yeah, it was a first down before he snapped the ball. They didn't ever move the ball. They moved the chains. We were a yard in front of the marker. All he had to do was get back to line of scrimmage, and we had a first down.
Well, they hadn't called it a first down yet. They're looking at it. That's first down. Let's go. Now we're going to look at it.
It was marked a first down before the play started.
Well, the other thing, too, is where they got the ball spotted now and where he actually ran to.
So we'll have a measurement.
Oh, Lord. Incompetence.
There's a chain game.
I think they've got cramps, too. The officials are cramping up.
Will come out. And they stretch it out.
Well, yeah, it's first down. We already had one.
Yep. First down by half a ball.
Golly.
So it'll be first down. That'll be a Hardin County make first and 10 Tigers.
It was a first down, and then it was still a first down.
Ball don't lie.
At the 47-yard line. God, their own 47-yard line. Weeks in the game, along with Pope and Gray, as they'll run a tight formation now. Everybody stacked inside. Harrison, the running back, they'll give it to Pope, trying to get outside, looking for blocks. Now he does. Now he turns it back inside and back outside, and then he gets tackled, and here comes a flag. That's a flag from way back over here, away from everything.
He's got a flag, and our guy and their guy were 4 yards apart walking over there towards the tackle. I don't know what he's going to call.
Well, it didn't look like any words or anything like that being exchanged or anything like that. The play was way away from them. They're going to call holding on us. I mean, you got to be kidding me.
The play ended on the complete opposite side of the field.
That's a joke. That is a joke.
So holding on the Tigers will move the ball back to the 39, and Indians are falling down everywhere out here.
I mean, Pope was laying on the ground on the other side of the field when he threw the flag. Oh, Lord.
Well, I mean, if it was on this side, these two guys over here weren't even involved in the play whatsoever. They were just kind of walking away from each other.
That's what I'm talking about. Somebody on the sideline must have hollered hold, and they threw the flag.
Yeah. So it'll be first and about 20. Here's a handoff, Harrison. Misses one or breaks one tackle at the 40, spins down to about the 42. Pickup of about
got another guy cramped.
2 or 3 on the play.
This reminds me of that Munford game where everybody on our side did this.
Well, it must be contagious. They're falling like flies out there on that side. So this
be a tough night to be an athletic.
Yeah, the trainers are coming out. They've got their workout. Wouldn't doubt if one of them cramped up here in a minute. We'll remind you in the morning, Sports Talk at 9 a.m. We'll follow Coach to Coach at 8. And then K93 will be on location at Tractor Supply at 10 in the morning. So a big morning for us. So we want you to join us at 8.
Sports Talk at 9?
Sports Talk at 9.
So 8, 9, and 10.
That's exactly right.
So Sports Talk's not going to have a very long, extended.
Well, you got an hour with Coach Smith, and he asked for you personally.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Second down, 2nd and 17. Here's a snap. Smith looking to throw. Fires down the field. He's got Garner one-on-one. Makes the grab at the 30 and falls forward to about the 27. And that'll be enough for Hardin County Bank. 1st and 10 Tigers on a great pass and grab from Smith to Garner.
Why was that complete, Kendall? You're the quarterback.
Ball play.
That's right. You're exactly right.
I thought it was a great catch, but man, that pass
was perfect, wasn't it? Threw it on his outside shoulder. He got to lean away from the defender. Yep. I mean, he was covered. He was draped.
Yep.
Hard catch, but throw was better. Only a quarterback would love it.
1st and 10. Here's Smith. Hand off to Harrison. Going to his right. Cuts it back to the middle of the field. What a run. Just taking Indians with him to the 20.
He took that boy on his back. He had him on his back, piggybacking him for about 3 yards. I love him.
And another Indian has fallen to the turf.
Harrison, he's playing with purpose.
Yeah, he's running angry.
He picks up about 7 on the carry. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 3.
So, you know, you talk about that throw that Carter just made there. A casual fan, my mama, you know, watching the game, she go, "Ooh, look at it, that's a good catch. He caught that ball." They don't know how much.
That's a quarterback throw.
That's a quarterback throw all the way.
That's one of those in film study. When you're rewatching the film for the night, you make sure to watch that entire play.
Yeah, run that back, Coach.
Yeah, slow-mo.
All right, now we're set. Second down, second and about 3. Ball placed at the 20-yard line. Here's a snap. Quick throw out here to Pope. He's got it, looking for running room. He's at the 15, makes a move there at the 10, 5, touchdown, here's a flag.
Hey, boy, I'll tell you what. Boy, that makes me mad. A double team, and they call it a hold with a double team block. You kidding me? The guy's completely whipped by 2 guys out there making the block.
Yep.
And then they call a hold. Unbelievable.
That's a tough scene right there.
Take a touchdown away from a kid like that. That's just.
So they'll move it back to the 21. We'll do it all over again.
Ask him which one was holding as they were knocking him down.
Yeah. Well, we only lost we lost the touchdown, but yardage-wise, we only lost about a yard.
Well, that's 6 points, pretty big.
Yep. So it'll be second down. Second and 4 for the first. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's a snap, handoff Harrison. He gets hit in the backfield and down. That's a big read.
Yep.
And you can see why they're high on him. He just blew right by the guard, and we lost a couple more on that one, back to the 26.
Big Van Hoos got right by him.
See, now you're in 3rd and long, and touchdown comes off board because of a hold on a double team block. I mean, my gosh.
3 receivers down to the right, 2 here to the near side, empty backfield. North side trying to get lined up. Here's a snap. Looking. Fires in the end zone, double move. Made the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
God. Man, you can't stop him. He is putting on a show.
That was both of them.
That was a good throw and a good catch.
That's right.
Smith to Pope. Get used to it.
For the 4th time tonight.
He had to get that foot down before he went out of bounds.
I mean, just incredible. The way he maneuvered his body when that ball was thrown, I mean, it was right there by the pylon. And, I mean, just like you just said, great throw, great catch.
Now we're going to go for 2. Here's a snap. Smith rolling to the right, now fires over the middle and looking for Pope or Gray, and nothing there. McGee was over there in the corner, and the extra point, 2-point conversion. The attempt is no good. Let's take a timeout. 8:48 to go here in the game. Hardin County builds its lead, 33-14, back after this. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee, as the Tigers go on top 33-14 over Northside. 8:48 to go here in the game. Scoring drive of 7 plays, 63 yards, 26-yard touchdown strike. Smith to Pope.
Overcame 20 yards in penalties, too.
Yeah, and that scoring drive was powered by Jones Motor Company in Savannah.
You know, I officiated 2 or 3 games at Jabari Greer when he played at Southside, went to Tennessee, and then on to New Orleans, I believe, is where he played. Pope reminds me of athleticism that Jabari Greer had. And was that right? Was he at New Orleans?
You
don't remember?
Yeah, I can't remember.
There's a high end over end kick. Asks for a fair catch, and he gets it at about the 38-yard line, where Northside will take over there. First down. 1st and 10. 8:45 to go here in the fourth. Hardin County 33. Northside 14. Two scores here in the second half. Harrison got a 13-yard touchdown run for Hardin County, and then the 26-yard touchdown pass, Smith to Pope.
You know, we did a pretty good job talking about young Carter Smith, you know, first game at quarterback, being able to lean on his athletes. And, boy, I mean, it's exactly what it's been. I mean, those seniors have stepped up and made great plays for him and to help him out.
Wallace brings them out. First down, 1st and 10 from their own 34. Here's a snap. Handoff to, Wallace is going to keep it. He's going to be hit in the backfield and drop. Hooper beat his block, made him in the backfield. He might have should have handed that one off, but I think all things were covered at that point.
I don't know how much he's got left in the tank.
Well, the other thing, too, is, I mean, if you're on that defensive front and you're a linebacker and you've seen that same scenario time and time again, you're starting to say, I've seen this, you know.
A loss back to about the 32-yard line. Second down. Here's a snap. Handoff. No, he's going to keep it right up the middle. At the 40, he's at the 45. It makes a stop there. Then Gray will wrap him up just shy of the first down. Boy, the sea parted, and he just took off up the middle of the field. That was a good play.
Man,
Wallace.
We actually beat ourselves. We got upfield so good that time. I mean, we had three guys with penetration that were in the backfield, and
he's so good at that read option, though.
Yeah.
So Wallace will bring them to the line. Two receivers to the left. Woods, the tailback, to his left. Here's a snap. They're going to give it to him this time. Tigers are right there waiting on him. Slips through, fumbles the football, still on the ground. And I think they got it again.
Did we get this? No.
He went through the guy's hands. Looked like one of the receivers. Did we get it?
I think so.
Well, we didn't get it. He pointed the wrong way.
He pointed towards our goal.
Yeah.
That's three. Golly.
So the ball was on the ground for a minute, and the Tigers unable to come up with that one either.
That's three fumbles that we've missed.
They pick up about 5 on the play. So it'll be second down, 2nd and 5.
Well, the fumble was about 3.5 yards.
That's right. Now Wallace lining everybody up. The receiver out here, he's trying to get lined up. He'll send Woods over here to the left. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. He's going to carry it, looking for running room. Has a little bit, and then he's going to be hit from behind. That's number 18, Tanner, for Hardin County, but it's enough for a first down.
Well, I mean, ideally, and I know that quarterback's quick, but ideally, you want your 4 or 5 men with a hand on the ground at the start of the play to make more tackles.
Right.
We've had some, but you know, it puts a lot of pressure on your linebackers and your backs downfield to try to tackle these quick guys in space.
Wallace in the shotgun formation. This time he drops back, looking to pass. A little short pass that's going to be incomplete. Had his intended receiver, that was Woods, coming out of the backfield for a short gain, but he drops it right here in front of us, and that'll bring up second down, 2nd and 10. Clock stops, 6:25 to go here in the fourth.
I really do think that our linebackers have had a tough time when they've thrown these little flare routes to the back and little seam route, but I think what's happening is they're staying there watching that quarterback. He's been so slippery that they're holding there too long and not getting out in cover.
Wallace, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right. And now we jump.
No, they did.
Or they did. I hope it's they.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
Is that what they're getting?
Yeah, well, we did too.
Well, I mean, he didn't. I don't think he went.
We did too, but they moved the same time we did.
I don't know if you noticed, but number 1, the one that caught the long ball that Wilkes saved the touchdown on, Pirtle, in the first half, he killed us along with Wallace. And then 22 has been on offense sometimes, but they have all been, they've been out in the second half.
Yeah.
Which is huge for us.
Yeah, I mean, the Cramps have been one of our best allies.
So second down, 2nd and 15 on the penalty. They'll move it back 5. Here's Wallace. Rolling to his right, fires downfield, throws up a duck into double coverage, and it's going to fall incomplete. That was Pope and Sparks out there in coverage.
That was 3 guys hollering, "I got it."
Floyd then.
None of them caught it.
I'm just glad something crazy didn't happen.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Now let's see what we have. We got a timeout. Northside's coach wants to talk about it. 6:14 to go in the game. 33-14, Hardin County on top. We'll take it back to the station for just a minute with a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM, The Roar. All right, it'll be second down. Third down, 3rd and about 15 as Northside coming out of the timeout. Wallace in the shotgun formation. Empties the backfield, 3 receivers to the right. Here's a snap, looking downfield, looking, fires underneath. This time he catches it, and he's knocked down. That's enough for a first down.
Unbelievable.
And that's the outside backer.
Yeah.
3rd down and 15, and they get it. What they've got, 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20.
Yep. 3rd and 10 twice.
Yep. I mean, we got to buckle up right here. I mean, you know, they're not out.
I mean, and that's not a quarterback that can really throw it good either.
Right. No.
They're just
floating.
They're just that open.
Yep. First down, 1st and 10 Indians. Wallace puts a man in motion. They fake it to him. He's going to keep it right up the middle. Has a little bit of running room. Still trying to find something. Bounces off a couple of Tigers. Then he's wrapped up and knocked down. Man, he's a shifty little dude, and he takes some punishment. He's not very big. They've got him listed at 5'6", 150. But he's taking a pounding in there pretty good right now. He's got his hands on his knees. He's done a lot of running. But he'll move it down to about the 23. It'll be second down, 2nd and 4. Receiver right, receiver left. Woods the tailback to his right. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking downfield, looks, throws over to the outside. It's going to be incomplete. A little bit high and wide.
It was like he said, I ain't running this time.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw it this time.
Floyd, the intended receiver for Northside, clock stops at 5 minutes exactly.
I mean, there's just no energy out there right now on the Indians' offensive side. Wallace is getting it done with his elusiveness, and that's it.
Well, I mean, you said it. I mean, 2 of their better players are not out there right now.
That's it.
So Wallace will bring him to the line. He'll send the receiver right and left. That's been pretty much the look that they've shown. Here he fires down the middle of the field into triple coverage and incomplete. Gray, Pope, and Sparks down there in coverage.
That says
bring up 4th down, 4th and 4.
4:55, time on the clock.
Yep. 4th down, 4th and 4. Man, they got a hum in their PA mic right now. Everybody's going to leave here and holding their head. Wallace looking over to the sideline. He is a tired young man. Now Wallace comes to the line of scrimmage, barking out the play. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the far side.
I mean, he just doesn't have any more left.
Very much bark.
Here's a snap. Straight drop, looks, fires down the middle of the field, overthrown in the end zone and falls incomplete. And they'll turn it over on downs with 4:49 to go here in the game. So a big stop by the Tiger defense as they hold them in check there after a big 3rd down and 15 play for the first down. So the Tiger offense will come back out. And like you said, Northside's,
I think Wallace is the wall.
yeah. Well, I mean, he's been all they've had most of the night offensively. And he's played wide receiver. He's played quarterback.
He's played cornerback.
Yeah,
he's
and
done it all.
guard. So he's done a little bit of everything. Northside actually moved up to 5A. Is that right? Here's Harrison on the carry.
Yep, they got it too.
Right side of the offensive line, picks up a couple of yards, and Kendall caught it.
Looks like face mask.
Yeah, it was a face mask for sure.
You know, when a guy's running with his head down against his chest, it's
That's a pretty good indication.
pretty good indicator that somebody's got a hold of something.
Yeah.
So that'll move the ball to,
You know, they talk about how dangerous, face mask is and all that stuff. I don't ever remember seeing anybody ever get hurt by a face mask penalty.
that'll move it out to the 43, and that'll result into a Hardin County Bank first down.
They're kind of glad they got it. That's 15 yards,
So first down, 1st and 10 from the Tigers' 43. 4-man front for the Indians. Shotgun formation. Harrison
Gonna run the clock a
behind
little bit.
Smith. Receiver right, receiver left. As Carter just standing there, now the official holds his hand up. Here's a snap. Here's a handoff right up the middle. And that is,
I don't think that was Harrison.
no, it's, well, let me see the number.
Number 20.
Yeah, Peyton Strickland. That's what I was looking for. As he picks up about 4 on the carry, it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 6. Clock under 4 minutes now, 3:51 and counting.
I mean, we're just gonna sit here and do this the rest of the game. I mean, they're not putting forth much effort on the defensive side of the ball.
Tyler Irvin in the game at receiver now for Hardin County. Can't tell who's on the other side over there.
I think that's Rose.
Here's a snap, handoff to Strickland. He's met and knocked down. On the 22's got a little fight.
I stand corrected.
That's Walker. He's had a big night at his linebacker spot. And he shoves him back to about the 45-yard line, 45.5-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and about 7.
He's making all those plays because we can't get off their defensive front to help block on a linebacker. He's just kind of running free to the football.
Right. London Rose in the game now at wide receiver. He'll come out here to the near side. Irvin to the far side. Strickland the tailback to the left of Smith. 2:44 in counting. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Strickland, trying to get outside. Has a little bit of running room. Now turns on the speed. There's a horse collar right around the 50. They don't call it. And he gets close to a first down. A nice burst of speed there by Strickland.
Yeah, I mean, he's got some jets in him. He got north and south in a hurry.
So that'll bring up 4th down, 4th and about 1 as they move it inside Indian territory to about the 48-yard line. Next week, we'll take the short drive over to Adamsville. It'll be Hardin County and Adamsville. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Pregame show starts at 6 right here on 93.5 FM. Here's a snap. Here's Strickland. He has a first down and more at the 40. Still on his feet. Gets outside at the 35 and then falls forward to about the 34-yard line. That'll be a Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers on the run by Peyton Strickland.
He's a little guy, but he runs hard.
Well, yeah, and he's fresh.
Yeah, he is fresh.
That's what new tires do for you.
1:42 to go now in the game as the Tigers just kind of trying to sock this one away. 33-14 our score.
Oh, now they're going victory formation.
As Smith looks over north side line, he'll go under center. And he'll take the snap. There's a knee. And he'll do that a couple of more times, and that'll do it from Jackson, Tennessee. Tigers are going to open up the 21 season with a victory over Northside as they come to Jackson and get a big win over the Northside Indians. 33-14 is the way it stands right now, unless something weird happens in the next 50 seconds of the ball game. Smith looking at the back judge, waiting for him to hold his hand up. When he does, he'll go under center and take the knee. Here's a snap. Takes a knee. He may not have to do it again. It depends on when they chop it in.
What would Dandy Don Meredith be doing right now? Do you remember?
Turn out the lights. The party's over.
That's right.
And that'll do it from Jackson, Tennessee, as the clock is winding down, and Hardin County comes over to the north side and gets the win here in game number 1. Stay tuned for the Central Bank post-game show that's coming your way next. Well, the Tigers get a big win. They start the 2021 season over here in Jackson, Tennessee, and defeat the Northside Indians 33-14. Let's recap the scoring for tonight. Tigers get on the board first with a 6-play drive, 45 yards, 37-yard touchdown pass, Smith to Pope, and the extra point was good. The Tigers are on top 7-0. After a big 4th and goal stance by the Tiger defense, Northside on the next play as the Tigers took over, got a safety as they tackled us in the end zone. It was 7-2. And then the Tigers strike again. They go 2 plays, 51 yards, a 39-yard touchdown pass, Smith to Pope. As we move to the second quarter, Tigers get on the board again, 5 plays, 64 yards, 45-yard touchdown pass again. A thing of beauty as Pope streaked down the sideline. And on the touchdown pass from Smith. And then Wallace gets the Indians on the board with a 34-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion no good. And it was 21-8 at half. Northside took the third quarter opening kickoff, and Wallace made a couple of big plays, and then he goes in from 8 yards out. Extra point no good. 21-14 at that point. And then Jacob Harrison, he gets a big run as he was a workhorse tonight, and he pushes it in on a 7-play drive, 64 yards. Harrison on a 13-yard touchdown run. Extra point was blocked. And then we throw an interception at that point. Our defense holds. And then we move to the fourth quarter. It was 21-14 at that point. and the Tigers strike again with a 7-play drive, 63 yards, 26-yard touchdown, Smith to Pope, and it'll do it. And the final is 33-14. So, good night. A lot of things to work on. The one thing that Coach Smith and his coaching staff have now, they've got film of them playing against a big, fast, physical team in Northside, even though they had a lot of cramps tonight. Seemed to work against them, especially in the second half. But this was a good test for Hardin County, a young Hardin County team.
Yeah, and they pushed through. I mean, and we talked about it, how the defense didn't help themselves a lot in the first half. I mean, they couldn't get off field on third down. They looked a little tired going in at halftime. And then and the offense didn't help them either because they scored quick. I mean, every time we touched the ball, we were scoring. Second half, though, they found some running lanes. Harrison looked good. Were able to control some clock, ran some shorter passes, able to pick up first downs, move the chains, 2 or 3 long sustained drives. I mean, they did what they had to do to kind of rest their defense. While all that was going on, you could see Northside's defense starting to tire and break down a little bit. And so, I mean, good coaching job. There were a lot of critical plays in the ball game that I thought they called some really good plays at the right time, and then the guys were able to execute them. For a young quarterback, you got to give Carter Smith a pretty good grade in this game because he only threw 1 interception in the game, and that was a tip ball off the receiver's hands. Other than that, he put the ball in great places and relied on his seniors who had a super game. I mean, Pope. I mean, you can say it 4 times. That's how many times he scored. And then Garner made some super plays in the game too. And then your wide receiver like Knox Gray, when it was available, I mean, he makes plays. So he's got guys around him. And I was worried about the run game, but offensive line kind of established themselves. They brought some help up on the outside on defense. They did a lot of smart things that kind of shut Northside down in the second half. It was really a good start to the season for them.
Yeah, and it kind of reminded me a little bit tonight of, if we go back to 2007, where you had Shutt on the outside and D-Berry on the outside, and all you got to do is throw 0 routes and let them do their thing.
Yeah.
And when you got speed, like they said, speed kills, and it'll do it in a hurry, especially with somebody like Caden Pope. And not only just his speed, but the way that he's elusive. I mean, his first move, the way he cuts, I mean, it's just something to see. You need to get out and watch this kid play. I mean, it's his senior year, and you'll see why that probably everybody by the midway of this year is going to want Caden to come play with them.
Absolutely.
Well, and people that are my age and older, they'll really be able to appreciate it because we talked about it. Charlie West, who was probably one of the most elusive, fastest, quickest players that I can remember when I was a child watching them play, and he's the granddaddy to Caden Pope. And so, I mean, it's kind of neat that, it's able to see that same generation come around with the same kind of talent, and I'm sure Caden's going to get a really good scholarship, and that'll be great looking back at the history of Hardin County football and his granddaddy.
Well, we didn't know if Carter Scott was going to play Kendall. He came out and had a good game. Also, Christian White from a defensive linebacker standpoint in. And then Braden Wilkes had a big game tonight, along with Sparks out there. Heyman had a good game. Those are young guys that haven't been out there. And so all around, good ball. Anytime you win, it's a good ball game, but a lot to work on too. I mean, they've got a lot of coaching to do as they get ready to head across the river against Adamsville next week.
And I mean, we definitely have our wrinkles out there tonight, but I know it sounds really cliche, but it is the first game. There were times during the ball game where I know up here in the booth we were really encouraged and fired up about what we saw, and I think that's only going to become greater and greater as the season progresses. But you definitely saw some things on both sides of the football that will be worked out in the weeks to come. And like you just said, next week with us traveling to Adamsville, it's always a difficult game just because of the rivalry and the setting. So, but I'm fired up. I'm really excited for this team and the future they have in front of them, and to see them progress as the season goes on.
All right, it's time to head back toward Savannah, and got one in the books. We'll be in Adamsville, Tennessee next week. Kickoff time 7 p.m. Pregame with a TriStar pregame show at 6, and then we'll be on the air around 6:40 with the Central Bank pregame show as we get you set for Hardin County football. Thanks to all those that listen, all those that watch, and of course to all of our sponsors. Couldn't do it without you. For Bridget and Eli at the station, that'll do it for us. Remember, Sports Talk in the morning at 9 a.m. with Coach Smith, and then Coach to Coach at 8 a.m. in the morning, and that'll get you caught up on your SEC football. Be sure to stay tuned and keep it right here on 93.5 FM for the TriStar Friday Night Live post-game show. They'll get you caught up on all the scores across the state and take you home if you're driving from Jackson, Tennessee, or just want to sit around and hear some scores and keep your football Friday night going. So that'll do it for us. For Kurt Carroll, Kendall Atkinson, I'm Steve Cornell saying so long, Tiger fans. We'll see you next Friday night from Adamsville, Tennessee.